USA. Wagons fold.
Wagons fold.
You are live.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Rely Show. Before we get into it, we're going to pay some bills real quick. We got a beautiful product, and you can tell with the fire behind it that is a fire product. It is called Wagons Fold USA. Yeah, there you go, right there. I don't think it's fireproof, but it can carry a lot of items, including kids and human beings, or babies, groceries, just about anything you could think. Well, I don't want to say that. Babies and groceries. If you need to carry stuff immediately to your door and back, it's easily accessible using the Wagons Fold USA. So look out for them. The website's on there. The picture's on there. Y'all give it a shout out. Give it a look. Call them up if you need it. And now we're going to get into the show, man. I hope everybody had a good week. I got a guest on here for y'all, Mr. Brian of Pocket USA. Give him a hand clap right quick.
You didn't key on that.
Now, see, we was letting it go to you. There we go. Give
We
him a
went
hand
old school
clap.
and did the authentic.
Yeah, we put the two hands of skin together.
Just put the two hands together.
Mhm.
I got to give Kevin Hart a shout out. I wasn't ready.
You know what I'm saying? Tonight's solution. So we got someone who actually created a solution, and I mean that in the most literal sense, created a solution to assist with not having so much brutality being done by the law enforcement people. But before we get into tonight's topic, I'd like to give a head check to everybody. Mark, how you doing over there?
I'm pretty good, man. I'm pretty
Good.
good. Hey, man. I went to the doctor, man.
Uh-oh.
They put 2 shots, 1 shot in each cheek.
Uh-oh.
I'm feeling like Superman. Now, I'm not complete. I'm not 100%. I'm not 100%, but I'm about 80.
Oh,
Last
okay.
time I talked to you, I was about 40%.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Today I'm about 80.
that's an improvement.
Yeah, I can't squat
Yeah.
and pick up nothing, but I can bend. I'm not sore every time I move. So hey, that's a good thing.
Hey, that's
That is a
dope,
great
man.
thing.
Improvement.
Yeah,
Improvement.
and it was steroids.
Oh, yeah. I imagine that. Yeah.
They gave me steroids, 1 in each cheek.
Huh.
And at first I was cussing them because I was still hurt, walking around. And then about 4 hours later, I was like, "Hey,
Now let me call the
Ready to
doctor
go.
real quick.
Too much.
I'm doing too much."
Yeah, I'm getting one of them positions and you get stuck. Like, oh, the medicine wearing
Yeah.
off. You feel me, Brooklyn? How you doing over there?
I'm doing Blacktastic. How about yourself?
Oh, I dig it, man. I'm doing good, man. Yeah, Blacktastic. I like that. I'm doing good. How was your week?
It's pretty good so far.
Okay. Oh yeah, this is the beginning of the week. I'll be forgetting that sometimes. Yeah, it's still Tuesday.
So far, it's pretty good. I predict it'll be even greater.
That's what I like to hear. What about you, brother Brian? How you
Doing
doing,
good,
man?
man. Can't complain, Zulu, man.
I
Glad to
dig
be
it.
here, man. Glad you allowed me to come sit on your platform and talk about solutions.
Already, man. You know what? I'm glad you came because you could have said no. You could have been like, man, I don't know, man. You're not on 97.9.
I tell you what, Malcolm, man. If it was anything else, man. So when I speak about this product, man, I got the gift of gab, man. So, But if I was to come and speak about me, Brian Will Turner, I've been like made up 100 excuses why I couldn't make it. I'm telling you, Malcolm, man, it's I believe it's our ancestors, man, that's pouring down on me, man, that's giving me the will and the courage
Huh.
to speak about this product no matter what.
Yeah.
Man. So,
Absolutely.
I dig it. I like to hear that, man. I like to hear that because you do download it from somewhere.
oh yeah.
You know what I'm
Oh
saying?
yeah, 100%.
We always say, I don't know where I got this. It came from
somewhere,
that
man.
ancestral spirit or
It does.
the universe, whatever it is you want to
no,
call
it's
it.
our ancestors.
Yeah.
Big time.
All day. And
Especially with ideas.
they doing triple, double,
Yeah.
10 times, 100 times. They like in our face right now.
Yeah.
100%.
All that
sometimes we
other
don't
stuff
hear it.
We ain't getting away with no more.
Yeah. Yeah. We need that spiritual check-in sometimes, you know.
We being chin checked on the regular.
Yeah. It's being told to us. So I'm glad
Yeah.
you listened.
Absolutely.
And last show, real quick, I'm gonna have a recap. We talked about police brutality. Last few shows we addressed we talked about the problem and what the problem is. So I don't believe in just strictly talking about the problem, man. That leads into that gossip talk. You know what I'm saying? So I wanted to have this show as one show dedicated to solutions. We're gonna have another one, but this one I want solutions. So police brutality. The brother called in, got me hyped last show. I was like, yo, hold up, man. We're about to start the revolution right now. You know, that's how I was feeling when I was on the phone. So he actually picked up when I called. You know, some people are like, yeah, I'm ready. And then you call him, it's like, let me call you right back, dog. I'm doing something right. You know what I'm saying? So
Are y'all hearing all these call outs right now? So that y'all just stop the behavior, okay?
Yeah,
I'm just saying.
for real. But the same with Brooklyn. She did the same thing. I hit her up and I was like, hey, you want to be the co-host? And she was like, yeah. You know what I'm saying? So it wasn't no chucking and jiving. So I like that. So he picked up and we had a convo. And it was A1.
Hey,
you know?
man.
And he told me what he was about. I told him what I was about. Man, we connected. And here's the connection right here. So today we're talking about solutions to police brutality. And this brother has come up with a solution to police brutality. You see a lot of the videos, the brothers got sisters, whoever it is, babies, turtles, alligators, got their hands on the wheels, and they still get mad, or they talking through the window. Mm-hmm. Some of us can't control our emotions, and I'm putting myself in that category. Sometimes I can be real hot mouth, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, what's up, man? You know, like we all get there.
Yep.
So
Yep.
I feel like if I can show you better than I can tell you, in a sense, here goes my matter of fact. That's what his product does. His product allows you to just say, here, take this, you do your thing, I'll wait. No need for no conversing. We don't even need to converse. You do your job, I do my job. So that's what the brother's product does. You know, if somebody got kidnapped once again in slavery, they didn't have this. But you know what I'm saying? So that's what this brother
never
did.
Stop going off.
It'll still be going off. So this brother does this. He has this solution, and this is a solution, and we're gonna talk about other ones. But I want to get into this first, man. Tell them what your product is.
So my product is the Pocket USA, and the product was pretty much for what you just said, man. Just so if you do have an interaction, when you do get pulled over, because it's going to happen, mm-hmm. This will make a police officer feel more comfortable, feel more safe, and make you feel safe as well. So now that you don't have to reach, look, dig, turn your back, make him just feel more comfortable in mind that you're not doing none of that, because everything they're going to ask for is going to be on the outside of your vehicle. License, insurance, registration, depending on what state you're in. And it will be on the outside of your vehicle. So now when they approach your vehicle, have all your windows down, keep open communication with the police officers, just to make the traffic stop be just that. And that's what we lose sight of, man. These traffic stops in an instant, it can go bad. And what I want to do is make sure that don't happen to my family, your family as well.
I like that, man. I like that. Let me ask you a question, man, because you low-key an inventor. What made you just say you don't want it to happen to nobody's family. So what was the spark? What was the electricity that hit you?
Man, Philando Castile. Philando Castile in 2016. I was cutting my yard. Got through cutting the yard, and when I walk in the house, I'm sitting down, and breaking news come across the stream. Another black man been shot by doing everything right. He did everything right. Had his girlfriend in the car, her baby in the back seat. Still get shot, man. He reached for his license and insurance, just like the police asked him. Still get shot. That right there was the turning point for me. Like, I have to do something. Tired of seeing it. Tired of talking about the problem. So what are we gonna do? I didn't have what I needed, but I sacrificed a whole lot to get this product made, man.
I like that.
That's what's up.
Can you repeat that? You said you sacrificed.
Sacrificed a lot.
Can you give them a little bit of what you sacrificed? 3
mortgage payments. 3 mortgage payments.
To do something that could benefit everybody.
3 mortgage payments.
Golly.
So, Malcolm, how many listeners do we have today?
Today?
Right now,
we had 6 a minute ago. Now we have 2.
Okay. So to the listeners that are on here right now, y'all heard this brother say he sacrificed 3 mortgage payments to go ahead and innovate and create an actual product. I need y'all to go right now to the Pocket pocketUSA.com. I need you to purchase this item. You can purchase it for yourself. You can purchase it as a gift to someone, to your brother, your cousin, your uncle, your dad, anyone, honestly. But make that purchase, make that sacrifice. You could do it. What's the price tag on this, brother?
They're only $24.99. And with that being said, is no shipping, no taxes. I'm taking care of all that. I just want you to have this product in your vehicle. That's how intentional I am. Like, it's nothing about no money. No, it's just all about making this problem go away for us, because we're going through it. There is no other culture going through what we're going through. And we always the ones who got to come up with solutions for us. They always move the goalposts on us. So we always got to come up with solutions.
How's your sales track? Through your website?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So follow me. I'm gonna go ahead and make that purchase right now. The pocketUSA.com, $25. Now here's what I need you to understand for me about sacrifice. I don't have no job. So I don't have a job currently. So yeah, that's a sacrifice, but nothing ventured, nothing gained. I'm telling you all right now, 1, 2, 3, 50, 11 of y'all, go ahead, spend this $25. Because you spend $25 on a lot of stuff. Throughout this week, I guarantee you, between chips, popcorn, soda, a drive-through beverage, snack, you will accumulate $25.
Quick.
On the regular. I know it. I know that you own something that you don't use that you could sell for $25. Go ahead and make that. I'm just making it real and plain and simple. I just met the brother. So I'm not being paid to sell nothing. I'm about to pull out my own card and make the purchase myself. So I'm not talking the talk, I'm walking the walk. So on everything I love, if you are listening, take a moment and do that right now. Go ahead, y'all. We'll wait for you. We good. We won't move past the conversation that you're going to lose your place. Go ahead, because I'm going to need a minute to do it myself.
I think what's up? What's going on, Lisa? She wants to know. Tell the audience again what it is. Tell them again what it is.
So the Pocket USA is a product that was created for safer traffic stop, stopping police brutality during traffic stop, making a police officer feel comfortable during the traffic stop, and make you feel safe as well. So how I use the product is when I leave my driveway, before I put my seatbelt on, I add my license to this product. I keep my insurance, I keep my registration in it, I keep my medical card in it. I put it on the inside of my window. So when I do get pulled over, I take it from the inside of my window and I put it on the outside of my window. So now when a police officer approach my vehicle, they got everything they need on the outside of my vehicle. Now I can keep both hands visible on the wheel. Like I say, make them feel comfortable, make you feel comfortable. And if you have kids, it's a must. Because this is the reason I created this product for my son. He was 16 years old in driver's ed. When Philando Castile was murdered, I knew within 4 years my son was going to be driving to and from college. I did not want to get a phone call from my son saying he's been harassed, he's been pulled out of his vehicle, or not get a phone call at all because he's been shot.
Yeah.
So I had to come up with a solution, man, and I looked high and low for a solution and I couldn't find nothing. So what you got to do, you got to figure it out and create it yourself. So that's what I did. The Pocket USA.
All right. And if I can do this, I'm going to read you what it says. And if y'all go to the website, you're going to see everything you need to see also. But it's for your license, your registration, and insurance. Here's how it works. You slide your license and insurance in the Pocket USA. It's very simple. As you are getting pulled over by the officers, place it on your door. This way, your hands are on the steering wheel and visible to the officer during the encounter. There is no need to panic or reach. The Pocket USA helps to reduce anxiety among the Pocket USA owner and police officers. This item was created to protect you and peace officers from COVID. Pocket USA holds car auto insurance registration, ID holder, and visor storage, which is necessary for every vehicle. So, ladies and gentlemen, here's a couple of things. I'm sure, because we Black, those of y'all who are Black, if you were born Black, you was born an innovator. I'm sure you may take a look at this and be like, oh, I could just do this, that, and the third. You probably could, but I'm gonna tell you again, buy the product. I don't care what you know or don't know about this brother. You're gonna hear everything you need to hear tonight. But at this moment, I don't care what you know or don't know, because you do a lot of this. You buy things with no backgrounds, checks on half the people who have owned slaves or do something disenfranchising to people who look like you. So you don't really need all of that. You've proven that as a consumer over and over and over again. Get online and buy the product. That's my piece on that.
I appreciate it, sister. Shout out to Brooklyn. The support is real.
I dig that, and I agree. Y'all need to go out here and purchase this, man. We always talk about supporting Black business or whatever, you know. And this brother took. And this is just one thing he said he sacrificed. I'm sure we can go into a slew of things, but 3 mortgage payments. This man has a family, and he sacrificed where they gonna live at to make sure everybody's safe. If you can't support that, I don't know how you supporting Black business. So yeah, definitely go out and purchase the product, push the product. You know, if you're one of these vendors or something like that, or you have a store, contact this brother and say, hey, how many can I buy to put in the store? You know, this is a prime reason. And then you can hear his mentality. And we're going to get more into that very soon. But he said he had a son that was going to be driving back and forth to college. I mean, he was 3 or 4 steps ahead of the game saying, all right, how can I prevent this? And you said you was trying to sit back and just figure out, what can I do?
What can I do? I was trying to look for solutions, look for something to make me feel at ease when my son was going to start driving. So there was nothing out there, man. Nothing on the market. There was nothing I could find. So I had to create it.
Damn. You couldn't find nothing on the market, so you created it.
Looked high and low, looked out on Amazon, looked out on these shop sites, couldn't find anything. So I had to figure out a solution, and I had to create it myself.
That's an example of a father, man. And they say we don't have Black fathers. Huh? That's a father for real. Say, hold on, my son, we not gonna have.
Can't allow it, man.
Yeah, exactly.
Can't allow it. I just try to make sure I do everything, because my kids are my world, like we all know, man. I respect my kids like they respect me, right? And I just want to see my kids have everything that they need to succeed in life. And just by coming up short by being pulled over by the wrong police officer. Now, don't get me wrong, we all know our police officers ain't bad.
Yeah.
It's that 1% that we got to be aware of. And we never know where they at.
Because it's the most dangerous.
Exactly.
It's the most life-changing. The 1% is the life-changing percent. The other 99% is not life-changing.
Exactly.
It's the 1%.
Exactly.
True. No, I definitely agree with that, man. I've been put over by quite a few cops, man. Even back in the day when I used to just roll around and have a suite on me, and they'll see it right there in the glove compartment. And they'll be like, hey, man, keep it moving.
Yeah.
Don't let somebody else catch you.
Yeah.
You know, or maybe not have no insurance on the car. They'll be like, keep it moving. Don't let no. It's not, but like you say, it's that 1% that'll come over there, even if you got everything right, still trying to stir up trouble.
Exactly.
And that's the ones we're trying to protect ourselves from, man. You know, it's not all of them bad, man. Not all of them bad.
Not at all, man. But
that's not even the point. Like, the point is not whether all of them are good or bad. The point is, I want my husband, my brother, my father, my cousins to come back home. That's the point.
Exactly.
I don't care what you do in your life. I don't care whether you're a good person or a bad person until it affects me and mine.
To land on your doorstep.
That's it.
And that's what I'm trying to prevent. I'm just trying to prevent this from not landing on our doorstep. Because once it lands on our doorstep, it's too late.
That's right.
Whatever happened is over with.
That's
it doesn't happen. So
that's what we talked about last week. I can't bring my loved one back.
Yeah.
Because you made a mistake or because whatever it is, the 1,000,002 excuses you have.
Right.
I'm gonna tell you something else about this. All of us in Real Talk struggle to straighten up for the police. Posturing ourselves to make other people feel comfortable about us is psychologically damaging. It's a part of psychological trauma. Instantly, what I feel from this is a process. If my mental, my psychology can process, okay, this is what I need to do when I pull over. It takes away all of the trauma psychologically from posturing to yes, sir, no, sir, and have all this fear and adrenaline running in me while I'm pulled over, trying to make sure I'm doing everything that I was trained to do to make you with the gun feel comfortable about me in my car. If I put a product in my hands that tells me psychologically, here's my process. Oh, okay, I just put that. That's it. I don't feel all the chains and processes that we go through mentally every freaking time we're pulled over, male or female, whether I'm right or wrong, whether I got my shit together or I don't. I feel it. I can have everything is in order, everything's on point. I'm still traumatically thinking, what didn't I do? And that he might find that I don't even know.
That you don't have, and he can say.
But if I put this in the middle of all of that minutia, this brings about a handheld process for me to psychologically just fall back and be easy a little bit. Instantly, that's what I felt for that. So I'm just sharing my 2 cents.
Yeah, that will eliminate a lot of stuff, y'all.
100%, man. Because you got a lot of these police officers, like we say, that 1% can plant something in your vehicle when they're looking at it.
Don't
Come on, man. Yeah, we didn't see that 100 times, man. So with the Pocket USA, man, they have no reason to be in your vehicle.
And you don't have to talk and to fight. What are you doing? And answer all these questions. Everything you need is right here. Because that's the crazy questions and psychological battle that happens when they pull you over. It's insulting. It will rile anyone. Because you see other folks get pulled over that don't look like us, and they get riled up. They get out their car, they start fighting, they start doing all kinds of stuff because you pissed me off by these stupid questions you asked me.
True.
But they get to have a reaction.
Exactly.
We don't get to have a reaction and still make it home safely.
That's true. And that's why this product is needed, man. This not just the product, because the product is needed, but this mindset as Black men is needed. We need to be consistently trying to do something to better that generation that's coming up behind us. You know, a couple generations slacked off. But for this brother to be like, hey, man, I didn't want this to land in my doorstep or anybody else's. So let me see if I can mass produce this. And he said he looked, which means he was looking for solutions. And then since he couldn't find none, he created one. Exactly. And I think a lot of us stop some of us don't even get to looking for solutions. We so busy talking about the damn problem.
That's right.
We need to stop. You believe see on the news, and you believe, oh my God, I can't believe Chile pray. No, like we got to stop that and start looking for solutions. And if that solution isn't there to ascertain, then we need to create it. You know what I'm saying? So we got to take his mindset. Solutions, y'all. The show is about solutions. He's a walking solution. Walking solution.
All right, just so y'all, that's my receipts. All right. I made my purchase just so y'all don't think I'm just
talking.
She
ain't got no front. I forgot the name of the song, but ain't no front. I forgot how it was. No future in your front. You know what I'm saying? She ain't fronting for the past, future, or the present. So
because I ain't got to. I was born before they was doing it for the gram. So I always did it for me.
True. I see you got a book right here, man.
I do. And that's just a part of the action, impact. Have you guys heard of Clubhouse?
Unfortunately.
So Clubhouse, it depends on how you use it, how you want to use it. It can benefit you. It can help you be in the right rooms with the right people.
Okay.
And that's what I did, man. I got in this Houston room called Club Action and Impact. It's a faithful about 10 or 12 people, man, who we actually take action around Houston. We go out and we feed the homeless. We do stuff around the city to help somebody just feel better that day or make them feel better that night when they go to sleep. So it's about 8 of us, man. We wrote a book called All Shades of Black History, man. And there's just so many different stories in this book that can help you. We have 4 or 5 veterans. We have a lawyer in the group. We have Miss D. She talked about how she didn't know how she was gonna get through her divorce with her husband. We have Ted talking about how he came through life not having what he needed. We got Miss Anita talking about her being a veteran. We got OK. He's a former police officer, retired. He's a former veteran as well, man. We just have a lot of people in this book, man, just talking about how they overcame a lot in life.
Dang.
And my chapter in the book is chapter 3, and once again, it's just talking about a solution, how we started from police brutality to where we at right now.
Hey, Mark, move that
So
Pocket USA real quick.
Move the sign.
Yes, sir. There we go. And then can you cue in on this book real quick? Go ahead.
Yeah. Our Shades of Black History. That's the name of the book. Man, it's on Amazon. So, and I think it's only $19.99, man. So it's a great read, man.
He
8
finna take
different
all
stories.
my money, y'all. I'm just saying.
It's 8 different stories, man. I promise you. Something in this book will touch you. Something in this book will show you that you can overcome what you're going through right now. It's a great read.
Y'all know what that is, right? Y'all know what that is?
What's that?
That's the Bible.
Hmm.
The Bible has names for a reason. It is those persons' accountances and experiences with life and God. That's what the Bible is.
Hmm.
And when you do that, you gain something, right? If you read any one of the books in the Bible, there's something that's going to apply to your life in the now that you will gain some understanding for your life right in this moment. That's what we are. We're supposed to tell stories. We're supposed to share our experiences in life because it helps others. That's how we arrive at solutions. That's how we arrive at preventions. People take the Bible and other books to be something other than what it is. It is an accountants of it's accountants of those persons' life and experience with God, how they navigated, how they got through what they experienced. That's what we're supposed to do. I don't know why we miss out on those brilliant experiences. You could keep things, as the old folk used to say, shut up in your bones if you want to, and you will rot from the inside out. So that's why they say testimony. That's what all this stuff is about. I don't care which word. You could Waffle House it, scatter it, cover it, smother it, and all them other things. It's same all day. It's same.
Buy this brother Bible.
Our Shades of Black History, man.
Buy that group's Bible.
Exactly.
I appreciate it, man. It's on Amazon. Like I said, you can also go to Jump Time Publishing as well. This is 8 people I met. They all were a couple of them from Houston. I think OK is from Atlanta. Courtney, she's from Columbus, Mississippi. Man, it's just great people, man. It's great people, man. When you find great people in your life, you want to keep them. No matter how they come in your life, man, you want to keep them in your life, man, because you want to keep a good group around. That's what I tell my kids, man. Keep positive people around you. Positive things gonna happen.
True.
People are food. So when you feed off of good food, then you live good. If you feed off of negative food, you live negatively. The people around you are food. They will feed the higher part of you or the lowest base part of you. So it's your choice. You get to choose them. You don't get to choose your relatives, but you do get to choose the other people that are around in your life. So choose wisely.
Yeah, so this is what I want to do. I want to, for those who look at how many people we got looking, first caller call in, get a free pocket. Can we do that?
Oh,
yes, indeed.
Let's get some engagement. So first person call in, ask a question, say how much they like the show, how long they've been watching the show. Man, we're gonna figure out a way to get you the pocket.
Y'all heard that?
Get you
First caller.
I hope y'all heard that.
First caller that call in is gonna get a free pocket today.
Explain again what is
Brian, you were supposed to tell me that beforehand, then I could have just called
in. So the pocket, man, the Pocket USA is a product that I created for safer traffic stops, stopping police brutality. And that's another thing we got to keep in mind. A lot of these police officers have families too. They want to get home to their family.
Oh, my friend bought one.
So we say thank you. We appreciate the love. The support is real. The support is real. What's the number to the show? 832
560
560
2885
2885. 832-560-2885.
The first caller to call in gets a free pocket.
Yep.
And what does the pocket do? Why would somebody want to buy a pocket?
So someone will want to buy this Pocket USA because this will make you and your loved ones feel safer during a traffic stop. This will make you and your loved ones survive the encounter of a police officer during a traffic stop. And I do have police officers endorsing this product, man. I use the product. Let me tell you a quick story. So don't look at me crazy. Don't look at me crazy. I intentionally get pulled over by the police to use my product. And with that being said, I got pulled over in Iowa Colony off of 288 Roshan Manville area.
Oh, okay.
Use the product. It's on my social media. That led me to sit in the office of the police chief in Iowa Colony. That led me to me and the police chief talking about them supporting this product, buying it in bulk, and passing them out to high school graduates.
True.
So, like I say, use the product, get the product. I advise everyone.
That's a great graduation
Yeah,
gift.
great graduation gift, great Christmas
Or
gift.
whenever they start driving.
Exactly.
Mhm.
It's definitely needed. It's definitely needed. So a couple of goals I had with this product, man, I've accomplished them. I had a lady by the name of Pastor Vera from Indy. She called me one out of the blue, man. You know, you usually don't answer numbers if the names don't come on your phone.
Yeah.
Man, I answered the phone call and she was like, "Is this Mr. Brian?" I'm like, "Yeah." She was like, "I just want to thank you." I'm like, "Well, who is this?" She told me her name, Pastor Vera. She's from Indianapolis. Her son got pulled over by the police, and she said her son told her when the police approached his vehicle, he seen the animosity in the police officer. So, you know, when a police officer asked him for his license and insurance, he told him it's right here on the door. Because it's not in their mindset of their stuff going to already be ready for the police officer. So when he told him that his information was on the outside of his door inside the product, he said he seen it immediately chain reaction, how that police officer just changed for the better. And she just felt in her heart to call and tell me that and tell me thank you. That spoke volumes.
I need
to me,
you
man.
to tell that 1,000,000 times over.
That spoke volumes. Her name is Pastor Vera.
That speaks.
Her name is Pastor
Volumes.
Vera, man. And that lady will never be forgotten in my life. And we actually kept in touch after that too.
Yeah.
We kept in touch. We call each other every now and then. She just called to see how I'm doing, how my family doing. Yeah.
And she did that because her son made it
Because her
home.
son
Y'all.
made it home.
This is not a game. And we have to figure out how to stop being reactive, but to be proactive. Our feelings are valid, but we don't have to, we get to choose our responses. Just because our feelings are valid doesn't mean our choice of response is taken away. You are never without choices. And the more choices that we have that are counterproductive, and the least amount we have to engage in the language of animosity and hate is best for us.
True.
We do not have to engage in the language of animosity and hatred, because you will never, I don't care how angry you are, you will never amount to that level of hatred. You don't have the capacity, the bandwidth to amount to that level of hatred. And I'm gonna tell you why you don't. Because if you did, this wouldn't be a problem. We would have been retaliating and killing, and strange fruit hanging from the trees wouldn't have been of a dark-skinned nature. It's my piece on that part.
No, that's true. That's true. You know what? It does speak when you have to create something like this for specific people. Not saying it won't benefit all people, because you might be handicapped, like you said earlier, COVID. But when you got to create it in the nature to nurture your child like this, it shows where we're at as a society. And it really should make everybody look at themselves individually. You know, like, hey, damn, what do I need to create to prevent the problem?
That's right.
On our side, you know, something I would ask myself, what do I need to create? What do I need to do to put my puzzle pieces with his puzzle pieces so we can have this big, beautiful puzzle put together, so it can stop being a puzzle? It could just be a picture. On other sides, what do I need to stop doing or thinking? How do I get this hatred out of my body to the point where I come up to these people and they have to do this in order to protect themselves, because it's happening so much on the cop side. You know what I'm saying? Like they got to question them. We shouldn't be the only one questioning themselves. But I always say, look at yourself first before you start Sweep your own porch before you start sweeping everybody else's porch. But
You
it should
know,
make
MJ
them
said it best.
Yeah.
Stop and look at the man in the mirror.
look exactly.
That's
Look at the man in the mirror. So it should make the cops also look at themselves like, damn, are they really getting treated that bad that they have to? That a man feels like in order for his son to come home that he needs to create this. You know, the phone calls you getting is showing the pain in our culture.
100%.
You know, the sister called you and said, man, I'm just happy you did this. That's showing the pain. Calls like that shouldn't be made in the humane world. You know, so yeah, that shows a lot, man. So when you listen to this, man, take it on all levels, man. Take it on all levels. Like, he had to create this. Malcolm, what do you want to say?
Want to repeat this interview is about the Pocket USA. Go to the Pocket USA on Instagram and Facebook and follow them. What is the Pocket USA? The Pocket USA is he's about to say it himself on this video that I just downloaded for him. He doesn't even know I'm about to play it. But I'm about to give some insight on what this product is. This product is saving lives all around America, and this man created this product to save lives. It's sitting right here in front of you on the table, and I'm going to let him talk about it right now. He's sitting right before you in the center. He is the owner of the Pocket USA on Instagram and Facebook. Y'all go give him a follow.
So here we go again, guys. Steady moving, steady pushing. So let me show you where we at. Just had a great conversation. We just had a great conversation with the traffic unit in Greensboro. So we're gonna keep pushing the Pocket USA. Make sure traffic stops are safe for both parties, police officers and for drivers. Go to thepocketusa.com for safer traffic stops. Support the product. Make sure we keep this product in as many vehicles as possible to make sure that traffic stops stay safe for both parties. Check it out. It's thepocketusa.com.
All you got to do is put it on your window. Let your window down before the officer gets out of his car when you're pulled over. Let your window down a little bit. Stick the pocket on the outside of your window. That way, all of your information is already hanging there. You don't have to roll your window down. He doesn't have to feel threatened. She doesn't have to feel threatened because all the information is on the outside of the car. That's what this product was created for. Go to PocketUSA.com, ThePocketUSA.com. I'll put it on the screen right now.
Look on my page too, y'all. I've been posting it. My bad, Mal.
No, that's okay. That's okay. This is the website right here on the screen.
Yes.
Go ahead, Enyo.
Thank you.
But I've been posting it on Instagram throughout the whole week. I'm not on there every day, but when I do get on there, you can see it on there. It's on both my pages, NURZ and Rely Radio. So if you're looking for something that you don't want, if you don't feel like getting into it, $25 could stop a whole bunch of chucking and jiving, man. You know, so
And that's
definitely
for free shipping.
and
Free shipping.
free.
And the first caller tonight. The first caller tonight, the number at the bottom of the screen, gets a free pocket. $25 value, free pocket from the owner. He sits right here in the middle. The call-in number is 832-560-2885. First caller to call in gets a free $25 value pocket.
Solutions.
Solutions. This is a major solution right here. And like I was saying earlier, I actually got phase 1 coming out. We're gonna get to that in a minute. Everybody, let this inspire you to think of your own solutions.
Absolutely.
You see this man right here came up with one. If you listening, if you watch this later, think of something that you can do. He didn't go out here and start marching. He didn't get to go get a gun and start shooting. He didn't go fight no one. He created something to eliminate that fight. So at least we can make it home to engage in other solutions. So this is a prime example on how you don't have to do anything, super whatever, popular or famous.
Extravagant.
Yeah, there we go. Extravagant. You don't got to do
No
nothing super extravagant.
extravaganza.
You said what?
No extravaganza.
Yeah, no
We don't
extravaganza
need
at
it.
all. We don't
all
need
of
it.
that.
This right here is gonna keep it to where we ain't gotta have this nonsense go on. So definitely buy it, but definitely look at that man in the mirror, that woman in the mirror, and be like, all right, what do I need to do? What do I need to do?
Well, the first thing you need to do is go on the website and make your purchase. So, in the opposite of Michael Jackson saying make that change, make your purchase. And I want to also lend this to you. This is a simple, innovative, purpose-filled item, and yet it's a major game changer. The reason it's a major game changer is because it eliminates the reason. You take something this simple, the reason that you're pulled over, and make it as simplistic as possible. In the day and age where everything is filmed, we done seen obviously too many of these tragedies filmed. Seeing this on the outside, the questions are, then why did you go any further, Mr. Officer?
Exactly.
What was the need for anything else? Because everything was made simple and plain up front. When you eliminate reasons for people to approach you, to bother you, to infiltrate you, communication is a game changer. Because to eliminate animosities and misunderstandings, all we have to do is talk. If we have a conversation, then we might understand, I'm holding up hatred for this brother. I don't even know him for real. Just from this or that or what somebody else did. And all it took was a conversation. A lot of brothers in our communities who passed away off of not having a simple conversation, right?
Yeah, that's true.
A lot of because everything that is lies and animosity and all negative things need the momentum of the buildup.
That's true.
That young man, that pastor that gave that testimony, her son eliminated the buildup. He said he saw him change.
Exactly.
Be what you were created to be. We've been changing the world all the way around our whole lives, our whole existence. We've been game changers.
Game
True.
changer.
True. What you want to say, Michael? Because I want to add something to that.
Internationally known comedian, Mr. Thomas Brown, is tuned in. Let Thomas Brown know exactly what this pocket is again. I'm going to play the video for him too. Thomas Brown, I met this man on a cruise ship in the middle of the Caribbean, I think, and we're friends now. So
It's a good place to make friends.
on a cruise ship. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. He was on a cruise ship. Man, busted my side laughing at this man on the stage. Man, I'll tell him for you, and I'll play your video because I know you've said it enough.
I keep saying it.
You're gonna keep saying it.
Keep saying it.
You don't got to play the video. Let the brother tell him straight up.
Let him tell him straight up.
Let him tell him straight up.
What's his name, Mr. Brown?
Mr. Thomas Brown.
Mr. Thomas Brown, man, I appreciate you joining in. So this is a product, the Pocket USA is something I created for safer traffic stops, stopping police brutality during traffic stops. So if you or your loved ones was to get pulled over, you will have all your information in this product. All you do is roll your window down and attach it to the outside of your vehicle. Now, if you have a vehicle with a metal door, you can attach it to your door with this magnet on it. Or if you have a vehicle that's made of fiberglass or aluminum, you can attach it to your window with the suction cup. So by that time, the police officer walks up to your vehicle. So now you can keep your hands in the visible sight to let the police officer feel more comfortable knowing you don't have to move or reach for your license and insurance when he asks you. And all he would have to do is take this product off your door, get your license and insurance out. If he was to give you a ticket or a warning, he can also put it right back in this product and attach it right back on your door. And if you live in Texas, man, as of September the 1st, it's mandatory now. Like I say, they're always changing the goalposts. It's mandatory now that you have to show your ID. There's no ifs, ands, or buts around it. If you don't show your ID, if you go back and forth with the wrong police officer, $500 fine and you're going to jail. No ifs, ands, or buts about it, September 1st. They're always changing the goalposts on us. So, man, we got to just be connected, stay connected, man, and we'll get through it. We just got to support one another.
One thing I want to add, I looked on this brother page, right? And he's always showing you laws that's coming out. Because that's when I first learned about it. You said it on the show, but I went to look at your page and you, whatever little info you find out, you post it on there. You don't go on there and dance and do the Tootsie Roll. You know what I'm saying? You go on there and get straight to the point. You post it. One of the solutions that I had that I think we should engage in is actually changing the law. To go back to one thing right quick, what this pocket does. I believe MLK, he's always mislooked at. He's always talking about preaching and protesting. I think one thing that he did that I like was show the evilness of the white man. Because when he would march peacefully, they would spray him, throw stuff at him, cuss at him. They don't tell you about the deaths that happened in those marches, whether he was there or he was a part of leading the march. And the deaths weren't just men, they were ladies. because a lot of these women came with the kids and they would watch the kids while they was marching, or they would catch them going back home. So if a cop does something to you wrong while you have this on your window, you showing the evil that the police force has already harnessed against us, and it's just showing how much evil they are. And that should make us want to at least take one step, go to Congress and say, hey, something needs to change on their side. You asking us to show our ID, but you're not telling them to stop stereotyping out. You know what I'm saying? Oh, he's black. You know, I have dread sometimes. They automatically think that I got a blunt in the car and I'm selling dope. I'm like, man, you see this child seat back here with crumbs all over the place? I got stopped the other day and the cop was doing that. You got any drugs or weapons in your car? I said, man, I can't afford no drugs or weapons right now. You know what I'm saying? So you want to say something?
Yeah. So like he was just saying about, it's a lot of police officers that do it the work. So when I went to Atlanta, matter of fact, with that guy, OK Curry, that's part of the book. He's a part of an organization called Clippers and Cops.
Mm-hmm.
Clippers and Cops is an organization that goes around different cities, different colleges, talking about police brutality. And if they city not doing nothing to solve the problem, you can reach out to them. They're going to come. It's about 8 of them. It's led by Todd Dennis, OK Curry, Big Booker, White Boy Mike. It's about 8 of them, man. And they'll come to your city, man, and do what they can do to help you out, man. It's Clippers and Cops. You can go check them out, man. I just be intentional to, like Zulu was saying, man, we don't have to do it by ourselves. We do not have to do this by ourselves, man. The more we work together, man, the better the situation we get for all of us, man. And we just got to stay intent and stay actionable.
So in the tone of weapons and weaponizing, one of the major weapons out of all of them is divide and conquer.
Exactly.
It's the most utilized and it is the most effective. All the other weapons, when we talk about physical weapons, that's about elimination. But in order to succeed in warfare, divide and conquer is necessary. That's of your community, of your family, and of yourself. When divide and conquer enters into the room and takes place, everything else is made self-destruction. So the necessity for elimination is not as great. You know, of course, we have some that are overzealous and can't wait to kill somebody. Howsoever, from an infrastructure standpoint, divide and conquer. So that's why you have to go above and beyond. It started from simple things like I'm from New York. So gathering together on a stoop at the corner stores, wherever you gather in your communities, always is broken up. Because going all the way back systemically to slavery, it's a necessity to divide and conquer by mixing people who couldn't speak languages. Because to have a conversation that's in unison on the same accord creates a problem in the spirit of warfare. The three of us know we're not having conversation about doing anything to anybody, but those who exist in the spirit of warfare is highly concerned.
Mm-hmm.
Highly concerned, because should you all be able to gather together, because the numbers of people is greater.
Exactly.
Right? So just doing this simple math, the numbers of people is greater, and then the individuals themselves are strong mentally and then physically. That's problematic when you live in a spirit of warfare. So you have to always keep in mind, divide and conquer is the ultimate goal. The ultimate weapon is always going to be in play. And my old Jamaican lady, you can't manage that. You can't be worried about that. You have to be focused on yours. And these types of solutions are the types of solutions that we need. We do a lot of talking that equates to a lot of squawking. And listening to this, of all the things that we've experienced or heard, I've been living a long time, so I've heard a lot of things. Trayvon Martin stood out the most to me. And it took everything in me to literally keep myself from hunting that mofo down myself personally to annihilate him. That's not necessarily a solution. That's more self-satisfaction because I was angry as
Yeah.
hell. Wasn't my child or nothing. But of all of them, that incited a huge riot inside of me. And looking at this, I'm asking myself, what could I have done with that energy? Because that's what you did.
Exactly.
You took the energy that you had, and we have to start doing that. The energy that you had that was anger, you transferred it, anger, frustration, all of those things, into an actual thing that can transpire a lot of things, a lot of
Pain into
circumstances.
passion.
And that's beautiful. That's very beautiful. I commend you highly. I'm in awe and respect and all kinds of other things. I just finished having a conversation. So my brothers need to do better. So I appreciate that very much.
So that's what it is, man. You turn your pain into passion, man, to make a difference.
Mm-hmm.
Make a difference in this world, man. It goes a long way. And you're gonna. So I always tell my kids how you want to be remembered. How you want to be remembered. What are you going to do to be remembered? This is what I want to be remembered for, man. Trying to make a change, being a solution to a problem that we've been having.
Let me. I want you to expound on that, man. You said while she was talking, and she said you turned your pain into passion.
Exactly.
Could you give an example on how you harnessed your emotions for this to come out? Like, what did you do in maybe your personal space that made you be like, oh, okay, I got to create this?
My kids, 100%, man. Like I say, my kids are my world. I respect my kids, and I know they respect me. And one thing I don't want to ever have is a phone call from a police officer saying, "I'm sorry to tell you."
So you just looked at them and was like,
100%. My son, he plays sports. He's a football player, big kid, like you, got the wavy hair, bushy hair, let his hair grow out, and that's all it takes for him to be pulled over one time. And it can go all the way wrong. All the way wrong. Like I say, he's driving 200-300 miles to school and from college, and you get a phone call, it ain't like you can get there in 20 minutes.
Man,
So my thing is, man, I got to make sure I protect my son when I'm not around. And that was my goal. That was my goal. Like I said, the Philando Castile, and he did everything right. Everything the police officer asked him to do, he did it, and still wound up being shot.
So you just said, I got to protect my son. I got to protect my children. I really want you all to understand that. I want the men, I want to incline you to understand. I want parents, but the fathers. Protection is not a reaction. It's not the reaction. So what are you going to do? And it's not just not the reaction, because also to moms, it's not just telling him how to behave, because he already said his size, his look, he could behave like the most docile creature on the face of this earth. And his look, his skin, his hair, his height, he was so huge. They say that about 7-year-olds and 12-year-olds that belong to us. Ain't nothing we can do about his bone structure, how he made or she or anything. These are things we can't do anything about. So we have to be proactive. We can't just be reactive. You got to parent from a proactive space, and you got to stop teaching your kids that they need to be less than who they are. Nothing sickens me more than having to label, code switch, or anything else. Yeah, it's a certain way you carry yourself, of course, right? You ain't joshing and kicking it with the cop or any other authorities. But he can't ever minimize himself enough to not be Black. Do you understand me? He could never minimize himself enough to not pose as a quote unquote threat, because his skin is already on the outside of him. There's not anything that can be done about that. So we got a parent or community, whatever that means, because even if that child doesn't belong to you, if that child has no parents, somebody still got to step in, and we got to be proactive in that, not reactive, because we all come out to the streets and our tears and our dismay and our disappointment and hurt and rage and anger and whatever. We all come out for that. We got to come out for the proactive parts. And then maybe we don't have to get to that so much.
Man, I like me some Brooklyn, man. Brooklyn be talking, boy. Oh, man.
Yeah, like Michael used to say, "You are not alone."
I
That's
tell
right.
you, man, it's Brooklyn over here.
That's
to my
real.
right.
I gotta talk because I'm about to cry. Because every time we discuss this, another story, comes up in my head, and
There's so many.
it's yes,
so many.
it's bothersome. So I have to talk it out. I gotta transfer my crying energy, which y'all still might end up seeing me cry anyway, to this because I personally didn't know how important this was until now. I heard your passion and everything last week, but it's just downloading like crazy right now. It's
crazy,
I appreciate
that you say that. I was at a pop-up shop one time, and there was a young lady. She came and asked me about the product. I told her about the product, and just like you say, she just started crying because she said her boyfriend got shot by the police like 2 weeks before because of this same. I promise you, she just started crying. I couldn't do nothing but hug her. Man, do you know how many stories and that's what keeps me going. That's what keeps me going, man. Even when you not getting the support, or even when you tired, man, you think about those stories. You think about what you done seen on social media, and you say, "I can't stop. I can't stop." If I say one family, one person, man, that's
all that
big.
Yeah.
That
While
is
y'all all
big.
out there trying to get the bag and do the most with the least, this is how you do it. This is how you do it.
Yeah, I appreciate the support, but Brooklyn girl, I need to be around you more.
Thank you. Oh, that's an honor. That's an honor. Thank you.
So yeah, man, I always want to give a shout out. So I told you guys the sacrifice I made about the 3 mortgage payments. Man, it's a guy, good friend of mine. We played ball together named Marcus Newman.
Okay.
He the one got it started for me. I don't know nothing about no IT, no computer. I can't click nothing to get nothing started. But this brother, Marcus Newman, and his lovely wife, Amber, man, they walked me through everything.
That's what's up.
They walked
Let's do an applause for them. Let's do an
man.
applause for that couple right there, because that's what's up.
Marcus Newman and Amber Newman,
that's
man,
necessary.
They help a lot of small business around Houston, man, to get started, man. They don't get the congratulations from a lot of people, but they always get it from me. Every platform I be on, I make sure I give them a shout out, man. Let them know I appreciate them, and anything they ever need, they know they got it from me.
That's what's up.
Shout them out one more time so I can give a round of applause.
Marcus Newman and Amber Newman, man, they are my go-to for getting a small business started, man. If you go to his social media, go look, man. This dude got over 60,000 followers, man. He helps so many people get started.
Marcus Houston.
LaMarcus Newman.
LaMarcus Newman.
Marcus Newman and his wife, his name is Amber Newman.
What is the organization?
The Newman Foundation.
The Newman Foundation.
The Newman Foundation. They from Houston. They both graduated from Worthing High School. Matter of fact.
Oh snap!
Yeah, they from Worthing, man. So
I don't know nothing about what they talking about, y'all.
Them two right there, man. They're a good power couple in Houston. Like I say, man, they help a lot of small businesses get started, man. Because a lot of us don't know. We can act like we know this stuff. You don't know until you learn it, and they will teach you. They will walk you through it. The PayPal, everything. They help me and walk me through everything.
We're gonna have to have them on the show because that's that type of energy. That's where it's at. We
those are solutions right there.
Our people perish for lack of knowledge, and those who have the knowledge refuse to hand walk you. Right? They will help. I won't say people out there won't help, but they help with an expectancy you should already know.
Yeah.
But to hand walk you and baby step you, that's what's up. Soul clap for that couple right there.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. No,
for sure.
With that.
Yes.
We do need more direction, man. I know me and my partner was trying to do some things when we was younger. I'm still young, but when we was younger than I was, and I always said,
you ain't younger than me.
No, I'm not, but you look younger than me.
He is younger than me.
No, I that's what I meant to say. You got me confused. Yeah, I'm way younger than you.
Way younger than me.
But we used to try and do stuff, and we always said we would have had someone guide us.
Yeah.
Sometimes they might point us, hey, go do this. And we'll go do it, but when we get there, we're like, oh, okay, what do we do now?
And
now we got to figure this out.
Interest.
Exactly.
It's a lot of ideas lost in opportunity.
Exactly.
And that's where you're like your favorite entertainer or celebrity. That's what they'll do. They'll walk you there, but won't walk you through it.
Yeah.
And we spend so much time and money into these celebrities and entertainers, man.
Woo!
That's
Yes,
a pet
indeed.
peeve for me, man. We
Yes,
put
indeed.
all our into these celebrities and entertainers, man.
Man, I did a show. One of the reasons why I don't reach out to anybody who has some type of fame,
Exactly.
you know, is because it's people like you, people like Dr. Annette, you know, people like Brooklyn. That just, I don't like to say because y'all not regular, y'all the famous people that utilize your spirituality, your mind, your body, your energy into doing something. And I want to focus on the solutions, the culture, building our culture up, which is one of the reasons you'll never see me with a so-called, I hate to even call them famous, you know what I'm saying?
That's why I call them entertainers.
And there we go. I'll never have an entertainer on here discussing his or her music, movies, or anything, unless you was in the community and you want to show your face.
Well, you can't because you can't serve two masters.
Exactly. You know
you
what
may
I'm saying?
start out there,
Yeah.
but the higher you climb, the more you climb out.
Exactly. And a lot of them, you're right. If I do bring them on
can't.
there, which they know me, they're like, oh man, what you gonna talk about? And once I get that energy, it's like,
can't.
Don't worry.
it's
They
cool,
won't- they
man.
won't be able-
It's
they don't-
cool. I'm
It's
good.
a different language
Yeah.
Yeah.
that they speak, and on the way to being a entertainer, they can't.
Yeah, a lot
They
of them
just
can't.
cannot.
Yeah, that's
The
true.
only way they can is the same way a drug dealer can, and that's to sell the candy to the community, but they can't do anything for the community. Their directions, their purpose, their goals are something totally different. And their goal is to rise above the community. A drug dealer will live on a penthouse
Mhm,
of whatever project
mhm.
and look out amongst those. But there's
Exactly.
no, and just famous people will do the same thing. So their goal is not the same. We cannot be mad at those who seek what they seek for themselves. We
Yeah,
just have
true.
to make the truth
We
known.
can't give them
that
attention.
I can't
Yeah,
associate.
we gotta
with this
stop doing that.
bullshit.
I
Yeah.
said that.
I
all
mean,
the-
shout out to you. Good luck.
Yeah,
with
do
what,
your
you know,
thing.
that, bless
Exactly.
all of that.
but I can't mess with
But
you
I
like
can't. We don't serve this. We serve two different masters.
Exactly.
We are different
that. And
people.
exactly.
with
And we
different
got to
purposes.
start giving props to the mothers, the fathers, the people that's in the community, not
Absolutely.
trying to get so-called attention from everybody. Like,
Absolutely.
we got to start showing respect to our culture, man. You see a brother out here, even the ones that's just on the side with the NOI, trying to give you some knowledge that he
That's
thinks
right.
will help you.
That's right.
He don't have to stand out in that hot sun or that cold weather with a suit on,
Exactly.
sweating or freezing, trying to give you knowledge and say, hey, if you want to donate something, you can, but if not, just come down to the mosque.
That's it.
You might not believe what they're saying. You might not all the way fully be into it, but he just wants you to get some knowledge.
I don't like spinach, but I appreciate a farmer who grows spinach.
Exactly.
I'm just saying.
True. And the farmers is somebody else. We got to start going to
Most
them, getting
certainly.
our fruits and our vegetables
And our meat.
meats.
If you eat
all
meat,
that's-
all of it.
Get all of that from them. We got to start going. We got to start, we can look up what an entertainer did. I like that, entertainer. We can look up what an entertainer did to whom and what their relationship is like, but we can't go look up a Pocket USA. We can't go look up a farmer and figure out, hey, what's growing this season?
That's right.
What could I get from you? We really got to change the direction on how we thinking, man. And we got to stop looking at so-called entertainers and the new music, talking about, oh, music ain't the same. We know that. You get to a certain point in your life, everything changes. You know what I'm saying?
It has to.
But we're still in the same place as a people, whether you want to believe it or not. Police brutality was a problem 50 years ago, and it's a problem right now. So we need to start focusing on not just the problem, but the solutions to the problems. I think we know we got a term for it. We've had several terms for police brutality. Hate crimes, police brutality, all that kind of stuff. Now we need to start coming up with solutions.
Well, a big part of solutions, though, too, you got to understand who you are. Like we talked about brutality last week, and I said we don't even understand its history.
Some
we
of us
don't.
don't.
We don't
You're right.
understand the history of the Fraternal Order of Police.
Mm-hmm.
It's police niggas.
Yeah.
That's what it started from. So it still has that same energy.
True.
And we don't
True.
want to have those type. We keep talking surface about the physicality, but even the Bible tells you we wrestle not against flesh and blood. Flesh and blood is
Mhm.
on the surface.
True.
Get down in the gully of it, and we talking about your soul. We talking about its connections to other things.
Hmm.
From whence something came, that's the only way you're going to chop it down. You don't chop down the tree from the top.
Hmm.
You got to get to the bottom of it if you want to go, and then you got to
Mhm.
grind the stump out.
True.
And I am a city girl, so the fact that I know that, But in serious, we keep doing all this surface layer and wonder why it keep growing back and wonder why it's still doing this. Man, if you're going to kill a thing, you got to go to the heart of the thing first. You got to understand it and you got to understand yourself. The
True.
belly of the beast is real. We don't have those types of conversations. We're too scared to talk about spiritual shit, and spiritual shit is always being worked on us. And that right there is ridiculous, but we'll be incessant about all these different religions. It all leads to the same thing. Two things, good and evil. That's it.
Mhm.
That's all that exists.
Mal, I'm going to go ahead and say this because I want to talk about the event I'm going to have on January 13th. I'm going to have an event called Table. Someone at this table actually gave me the table to say. And okay, you got it up there? Cool. It's tangible action, building liberation. And the reason why I chose that is because action is what we're doing right now, talking. Action is marching. Action is going to the church, the mosque. Action is going to get a book and reading and researching on it, like you said. But we need tangible action, something we can touch. So exactly, there we go, right there. We need stuff that we can utilize to make a real change in here. You see what I'm saying? And when I have this event, which is going to be on the 13th of January, we'll talk.
I'm there.
You know what I'm saying? Definitely. When we have this event, I want people who want to actually make change. I don't care your religion. You see what I'm saying? I'm not worried about your religion. You can believe in whatever you want. But I need people who want to make change for our particular culture. Because I believe once we get straight, everybody else will follow suit. You see what I'm saying? Once me and you is good and me and you is good, and our relationships are like, oh man, you know black folks don't get divorced. Once that's a normal something coming off our tongue, I believe the rest of the world will have to fall in line because we're the root of the tree. They're already stomping us out. So if you're interested in tangible action, which means we might talk for an hour, but after that party, during that party, after that party, we're going to go out and do something. We're going to go out and do, like, while we're talking, we're going to be making plans. This ain't just from the radio show, because like I say this on every radio show, I don't give a damn about no ratings, who's listening. If you want to do something, mess with me. I'll call you, man. I don't have no ego. Check this out. I don't got to be the leader of this crap. It's not crap, but I don't got to be the leader of it. I don't got to be the leader. I don't got to be the person that gets the most attention. I'm not looking for that. I need results. I need results. This brother, he got results. I need actual results. So it's going to be on January 13th. If the tickets are going to go, it's going to be donation based because I'm going to have food. I'm going to have products in there made by people that's actually doing something. I'm not going to have a slurry of vendors. I'm probably going to have just a couple. But the point is, we're going to have results after these 4 hours of us sitting in here talking and congregating. You know, church just say, y'all go ahead and congregate and talk a little bit. I don't know if they still do that. I ain't been in a minute, but it's like, go ahead and congregate. Yeah, I don't know. But that's what we about to do. You know what I'm saying? So we can have these conversations off here. So yeah, I just want y'all look out for that. Look on my page. I'll have more info on the next show on how to be donation based. Of course, Brooklyn's going to be there. I want to add this. I'm not a big religious person, but I do believe in prayer. Absolutely. I want us to have. They used to have prayer circles and prayer calls when I was younger. I'm still a baby, but when I was a child, and I didn't know what I was doing, but they used to have, because you didn't have the Instagrams and stuff like that.
No,
you didn't have that. Like you actually had to talk. So when you had a prayer line, so-and-so called somebody on their line, so-and-so called somebody on their line. And if they called the wrong number, the line was busy. Because you had somebody on your other line, you couldn't get through. So you had to call somebody else in order to get in on the line. So what I want us to do is one thing I'm going to do when you buy a ticket, you get a shirt. Because I don't want us coming in dressing up. Oh, I'm more black than you. You see my unk. You see these earrings. We all going to have the same shirt on. And what we're going to do is I'm not even going to tell you what we're going to do. We're going to have a large prayer. We're going to have a large prayer.
Set the tone.
Exactly. We're going to have one before. We're going to have one during. And we're going to have one before we leave. And you can pray whatever you call your God, whatever you call it. Do it. That's why I said I don't care what religion. You can say Allah, Jesus, Yahweh.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. I don't care. Call on that particular God so all these guys can get together and get the shit moving.
That's
You
it.
see what I'm saying? So that's what this is going to
That's
be,
all
man.
it
It's going to
is.
be donation based. I'm going to raise money so that when I do start doing this stuff, I can't just pay people, but I can get what we need to get to actually do. I don't want no excuses, y'all. I don't want, oh man,
That's
we ain't
what's
got
up.
the money. Fuck, I just raised some money. I got it.
That's what's
It
up.
might not be a lot, but I got something that we can work with.
You don't need a lot.
To-
You ain't
exactly, to get
never-
started.
The thing that's called the feminist movement now was in somebody's house. It was a bunch of women gathering together, Black women to start. It turned into something else. But what the feminist movement is called now is because their husbands were sent off to war. They went to work and wasn't getting the same pay.
Hmm.
And they started gathering together. There's not anything that takes place after birth except for crawling to walk.
Hmm.
That's all that takes place.
Hmm.
Nobody, except for a giraffe, no human being pops out of their mama walking. So it doesn't take the grandizement of it all. We don't need any huge things. We stand outside and have a conversation.
Church.
We don't. There's nothing that we need specifically to make them. Nothing that was ever built. We got a whole country that we live in was built by stuff being bought over on ships. People hand doing things brick by brick. Come on now. We can't even be worried about that. All that cute is cute. That's fine. But if you cute, here's the funny thing. If it's cute, no matter how you show up, you still gonna be cute, right? I don't care how y'all see me today or any other day. I was born cute, so I'm gonna stay cute. It don't matter. So it's just gonna be cute. If you need a whole lot of things, that's not physical, that's psychological. And that's my piece on that.
True. True.
I like this sister, man. Sister, man.
So what y'all think on that, man? I definitely
That's
wanna,
gonna be everything.
Yeah.
So y'all
Definitely.
better come ready. Y'all see how strong these brothers are. Y'all better come ready. Y'all better come ready. That's all I can say.
Support
Support,
those
man.
who support you, man.
Exactly.
That's how we grow. That's how we build.
Support yourself, man. Support I feel like, and I always say this, man. Brooklyn says the same thing. If you love yourself, when it comes time to loving somebody else, you're gonna be immaculate at it.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
It's free. It's easy. You respect yourself. You love yourself. You give it because I don't love or respect or trust anybody because of you. I do it because of me.
Exactly.
I love myself. I respect myself. I trust myself. So I easily, freely give it to anybody else. Now, should you choose to do something wicked and evil with it, then hey, that's on you. You lose.
Mhm.
You lose. I don't
Mhm.
lose. But I could lose if I keep myself from that.
Hmm.
If I keep myself from loving someone, trusting someone, respecting someone because of usually someone else, then I could lose. I ain't never gonna lose. Brooklyn is a winner all day, every day. I never lose. My L's are lessons, and then they turn into blessings.
That's it.
Huh.
Brooklyn, you know what I hate here? I hate when I get ready to leave the house. Get my cologne on. Make sure my bald head is looking good. Make sure my beard's looking good. Oh, you dressing up for looking all night? For me.
Mhm.
Absolutely.
I like looking good. I like smelling good.
Absolutely.
For me. I hate that question. I
Absolutely.
just had to bounce off.
I appreciate that because that's how it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
That's where confidence is by itself is fleeting.
Yeah.
Any situation, any noun can change your confidence. So ain't nobody, I'm a confident person. No, you're not. You're confident in this moment. At any given point in time, something can take away your confidence. So you got to do it for you. If you feel good for you, no matter what it is, that junk is always with you. But confidence itself is fleeting. That junk comes and goes. You could be the most confident. You stand up in front of someone, or so you be like, oh, damn. I don't feel so good. That junk gone. Where was it? I thought you had it. It left you. It left you easily.
I'm kind of cocky.
That's different than confidence. Cocky and ego is different.
When I see a crowd, I go to.
It's
It's on of it. Yeah, I'm different.
See,
I used to be like that though. I used to see a crowd and be like,
and I am too. I'm shy.
I took public speaking. I'm supposed to be ready for that, but not back then. I was, man, I don't know about this.
But I bet you it'll change. I bet you. I put money on it. There is a circumstance, a person, place, or thing that could change your confidence. Now, it's some things that you might self-talk yourself out of to get to rise to the occasion, absolutely. But I'm not saying you tuck your tail and run and hide, but your confidence left you. I promise you. It's fleeting.
It'll waver.
It comes and it goes. Yes.
It'll waver.
Yeah, I know on the basketball court when you play someone and you knock them down and then you get with somebody who either can match you or better, they get a couple steals on you. They might not even be better than you. They just might get a couple steals and block your shot. Yeah, and it's like, okay, that kind of rocked me a little bit. Then you start to doing too much.
Oh, yes.
You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, that's very true, man. That's very true. It's good to keep your mind, man. It's good to keep your mind. And if you love you and you believe in you, it's cool. My dad always said, man, I won me a couple fights here, right? You know, I had a big head on me. You know, I knocked a few of them out and it was bigger than me. And I'm like, yo, Dad, you don't want none of this work. You feel me? He knocked me out with one hit. But, oh, man, yo.
Of course.
Yo, I still remember not breathing that day, man. I was like, wait a minute. But
because you underestimated your opponent.
Yeah.
You probably was thinking, he older, whatever.
I was like Malcolm said, I was cocky. These cats was bigger than me. And I'm giving TKOs in this joint. You know, I'm feeling good about myself. Now, my dad, you know, I'm gonna say try to check me. He did check me. But I say that to say is if you always believe in yourself, man, you won't even be in situations like that. Like Absolutely. You said, ego and confidence, it could waver. But if your love is always there for you,
Absolutely,
you won't get taken advantage of. You know, a TKO is a lesson. I always say not a mistake, but a mistake.
Yeah.
You know, I didn't make any mistakes. I mistook things. I didn't have the knowledge. And I'm able to realize that. Like, man, I just didn't know what I was doing. But now that I do, I can go do them things in the, you know, the correct way with the knowledge that I behold. You see what I'm saying?
We're robbed of that at a young age. So we don't get to, we make a lot of connections to things in the wrong way because it's how you're introduced to it. So if you're introduced to your ego first, if you're introduced to sex by a pervert, if you, all of those things in our initiation of something causes a lot of those things.
That linger in your life.
Yeah. And then and if you work at it, you can change them, but how we're introduced to them is a huge thing. If you're not introduced to them properly, and most of us are robbed of those moments early in our life, then you have a misconnection with it.
I tell people this all the time, and I think I said this on the show before. Being a product of early, let's say mid 1970s.
You don't want to say y'all.
Being a product of the mid 70s to the 2000. No, it didn't last that long. Being a product of Fifth Ward from mid 70s until about 1990, let's just say. Witnessing, a lot of people think, you know, you hear these rap songs saying, BITCH, you better have my money. And you think it's a joke. That happened for real. And growing up in the hood in Fifth Ward, where I grew up at, you actually saw what happened to a woman if she didn't have that man's money, that pimp's money. So growing up watching that, I'm bouncing off of what you said, being influenced, these are people you're looking up to.
Absolutely.
And you have to grow out of that. You have to, at some point, wean yourself off of that. Okay, I thought that was the cool thing to do. I thought selling dope on the corner was the cool thing to do. I thought slapping the prostitute was the right thing to do. At some point, you got to wean yourself off of that. We suffer from that for a long time because
you link yourself to, you're a product of but you link manhood to that.
Right.
So if I do anything than that, I'm not a man. And if I'm not a man, then who am I supposed to be? Because to challenge yourself with truth is hard.
Right.
The challenge, and even if it's a female, that being sexy and having everything out, that's what supposedly makes me sexy.
Right.
Having this, having that. Now we all walking around looking like fucking drag queens. It's not necessarily our fault, but it is always our choice to choose differently. And it's not easy.
That's right.
And oftentimes you won't have somebody to, like you said about that couple, hold your hand and walk you through it. I'll meet you at some point there, but at some point I'll be like, nah, man, get out of here. It's too much.
Mhm.
We won't love somebody all the way through that process. Those things are serious that we related to. Most women have terrible relationships with sex because we introduced back to sex from a pervert.
Mhm.
Most,
Mhm. Mhm.
not all, and not some. Most. So we have ill relationships on both sides, on not doing it and doing too much.
Daddy issues,
Mhm.
It's all types of stuff.
mommy issues, for
All
some
types
men.
of stuff.
It's crazy.
And
You
it's
know,
who we
some of the stuff.
associate
That's
ourselves to. If I relinquish myself from my community, how I grew up, where I grew up, then who am I supposed to be? Who am
Yeah,
I? Now
true.
I got to answer that question. It's
Yeah.
no different than a man who accidentally thinks he's talking to a woman and finds out he's really talking to a man. And now he's questioning his masculinity.
True.
How didn't I know? Why don't I know? We don't have those types of conversations. And so it's a lot of people left in a lot of dark spaces. Right here, they may be all of that. But inside, there's pockets of dark spaces. Ain't nobody touching, ain't nobody getting to. And they don't let nobody get to it because that could change the nature of our relationship.
That's
now
true.
I see something I ain't too sure I'm trying to deal with.
I think that's a problem too. Sometimes we don't let people in, and then on the other side, sometimes we don't include people in.
But rightfully
We-
so.
It could be.
That
You
junk
know
is
what?
scary.
You said something earlier. You said something all the time in choices.
Yeah.
And like you said earlier, you see a lot of stuff in Fifth Ward. I wasn't in Fifth Ward a lot, but I was in Acres-Home and Third Ward a lot. And I saw the cats on the block standing at the gas stations and whatever. But I chose to look at the people who was owning, because at that time, this is the 80s and 90s, Black people owned this stuff. The meat market was owned by a little short, I cannot remember that brother's name, but it was a short Black brother with beard. Always flirted with my mom and Miss Georgia. Hey, Miss Georgia, love you. My mama love you. But
Disrespect.
but he was always flirting, you know. But my point is being, I think we choose to look at certain things that, like you said earlier, entertain us. You got the drug dealer, but I knew drug dealers. I say this all the time. When me and my dad got pulled over, if you went down certain streets in Third Ward and Acres-Home, and they seen you, or even now if you're not on the street, if they see you over there, they'll come out and be like, "Hey, what's up? Don't worry about it. Y'all can drive off. I'm gonna handle the cop." I seen, and they weren't always drug dealers, but you seen the thugs, the gangsters, whatever you want to call them, come out and protect the community.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
that's
You
right.
see what I'm
Sir.
saying? The perverts that was pulling up to the high schools,
Yes, sir.
picking up these little girls, and they saw it.
It's on.
You could
Oh,
forget about
it was.
it.
It's a
over.
wrap.
Yeah.
You might not make it. You might not have your car. You might be walking around butt naked for the rest of the week.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So I chose to pay attention to, because you have it all right. The hood. That's what I hate about movies. They make it seem like, oh, you always got drug dealing and killing and
That's not true.
you had that stuff. I'm not saying you don't. You got that in white neighborhoods.
You
you
got
know,
it everywhere.
You got it exactly. You got it everywhere. But we had a lot of unity in
Sure
our
did.
neighborhoods, man, and I miss that.
And that's not just in the South, y'all. I
Yeah.
grew up in Brooklyn.
Everything we used,
NYC.
we used to own.
Every community
Exactly.
that I grew up in was like just like that. And every place in New York City does not have a project. I didn't grow up in the projects. Just so y'all
Those
know.
projects
But
were
even
cities.
within the projects, even within there, because there's layers to this ish, right? Like there's good people and bad people, and there's
Mhm.
people who do bad things.
Mhm.
But that doesn't necessarily mean they don't understand moral code and don't understand right from wrong. They do wrong
Exactly.
things,
Mhm.
but they can still keep a perspective of protection, direction, all
Mhm.
that stuff.
Did you want to say something?
No.
Oh,
And you know,
yeah.
excuse me for just a second. I have to apologize. You referred to Dr. Annette earlier. She has been commenting. Well, she did comment earlier.
Oh, good deal.
She did comment earlier, but
Dr. Annette, your show was dope.
Yep.
I haven't finished the whole thing, but man, the hour and something that I was in, how you had I did not know the program director of TSU was going through. I didn't even know she wasn't from Texas. So your interview was dope. I really enjoyed it. Go ahead. My bad. I had to say that.
I hope she's still on here. I hope she heard that. But she had commented earlier when we were talking about Brooklyn was obviously talking about how to engage with police. This is what she said. She said, "You're so right, Brooklyn. Children must be taught how to engage with police. These are called protective factors." I'm not sure when she said that, but Facebook is
Thank
hating. Facebook is hating y'all. I'm letting y'all know now.
Okay.
I post from my personal page. We go live simultaneously from my personal page, which is Malcolm Jackson. We go simultaneously on YouTube, Real Talk 100 Radio. When I post on my page, Facebook is not allowing me. You see how I'm putting the comments?
Mhm.
They're not allowing me to see the comments coming from my personal page. Facebook, Mark Zuckerberg, you be hating,
That's
man.
another thing about
Hate,
social
man.
media, man. They let certain stuff get out. So let's let Snoop Dogg come on here right now.
Well-
Let all his followers see.
Yeah,
I mean,
true.
because people pay big money for
Exactly.
nonsense to be out there. I
Nonsense.
mean, you have some people
And we
who are
was on-
out there talking about telling.
yeah.
I'm paid more to talk about
Yeah.
be the bitch
Yeah.
and all that.
If we
other
was
stuff.
talking about bullshit, they wouldn't have blocked it.
Oh, I did. Okay, so I host a women's group on Zoom on Wednesdays. So when we start talking in deep conversation, our Zoom goes out. And then I'll do this. I swear I wish the ladies was on tonight. I swear I've done this 3 times already. I said, let me try something. So then I was talking to that nigga, right? And then all he did was, and I started talking like that. They was like, I hear you crystal clear. And I would do that periodically. And I would say some deep, we would talk some deep stuff, and then I would switch it up.
Yeah.
It'll clear up,
Mhm.
and then I'll talk some deep stuff. And I swear, we've done it 3 times already on Zoom. Insane.
That's crazy.
The algorithm is real, y'all.
Yes, man. Social media.
The ears are real, y'all.
That's
But
what
we
this-
also have to think about too, the spirit of social media is it was created by a group of socially MFers.
Huh,
They're not able to socialize.
huh.
So they debilitated everyone else. Now everybody's hooked on only socializing this way versus this way.
Huh.
That was intentional.
Okay.
That's their energy.
That's what social media is for.
You
Yeah.
know, that's what table's gonna be about. We're gonna get in here and talk. We're not trying to be come on up here, girl.
One more comment she had was, let's talk solutions.
Protective.
Let's talk solutions. We can talk about the problems all night long. What advice do you have for mothers and fathers of children of color? That was her next comment. I tagged her and apologized. I hope you're still on here. Dr. Annette Williams has a show on Real Talk 100 Radio and
The Wisdom Walk.
in your referred to it earlier. This is it right here, everybody. If
Yeah,
you-
please put her stuff up. Yes.
I would say the first solution, definitely, and I'm not saying it's just to plug my stuff, but definitely just have the Pocket USA available really in your vehicle.
Yeah.
That's first and foremost. And of course, talk to your kids, man. Let them know, keep open communication with police officers when they do get pulled over. Like I say, man, if you in Texas, please be aware, you have to show your ID. You have to show your ID. It's mandatory. They put it in law. It wasn't a law. They put it in law. They moved the goalpost. It is a law that you have to show your ID when you get pulled over. If you don't show it, it's a $500 fine and you will be going to jail. So please.
You're right.
So I
informed.
also think you said that he updates his website with that type of information. So you
Mhm.
got to stay plugged into those types of things. Direct your children to those types of things. When I was younger, although we raised on the children should be seen, not heard. A lot of conversations were had more so directly versus indirectly. Now, I think we communicate a lot by this type of stuff.
Mhm.
I would suggest that people take time with their children. You need to get to know the beings that they are, because every solution is not the same for all of them.
That
And
is
if
true.
you have multiple children, you're going to have to do your due diligence to get to know the human being that you're raising. We all raised under the same roof, same parents, all that stuff. That junk don't apply. You got a whole entity, a whole being that is here, is alive, that you're going to have to take the time to get to know, to understand the best solutions for them. Get them off, get them unaddicted to these devices. I know they play a necessary part in our lives, but make the necessary and take away the rest. Go back to the basics. Have conversations, eat with each other. There is an entire spiritual nature to all of those things. When you get rid of them, I don't care what you do, how much you buy to connect, you'll never get that natural connection. You'll never, ever, ever get it. You'll be just like same-sex marriages trying to recreate what a real marriage obtains in of a spiritual nature. You just humanly trying to create it. That's not real. That's not tangible. It's not authentic. You gotta make those creations authentic. You gotta sit down. You gotta break bread. You gotta have face-to-face conversations. You gotta get to know that human being that you created, who don't belong to you. That being is on loan to you. That's God's child. So you gotta make those connections for real.
Today,
I don't care about it.
Dr. Annette said this.
today you're living your own liquor laws. It's gonna be
Thank you.
Somebody got something to say, y'all.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, right quick, y'all, this is a family oriented show, y'all. So that's what you see here. This is in yours.
My kids don't leave my side.
He loves him by his side. That's his son. Speaking up on police brutality tonight.
That's right. He got stuff to say. He got some solutions for you right there, out of the mouths of babes.
Man, similar to you, I do this radio show because I look at them and to gather people that actually want to do something. Because you a father just like I'm a father.
100%.
You see what I'm saying? And I don't want nothing to happen to your child the same way I wouldn't want nothing to happen to my child. You see what I'm saying? To go back to what you were saying about having to talk to the kids, Dr. Annette had an article she wrote, and I can't remember what it was, but she said, in all we spend together, and I might be misquoting it, we spend 45 minutes a day with our family. The rest of the time we on these telephones, we on looking at these TV shows, you know, the Netflix and all these other little applications you can get to watch movies, but we're not with each other. And we've lost that connect. And I think when you're losing it in the home, you're losing it outside the home. You know, I remember I used to be driving or walking somewhere, and you be like, oh, snap, what station you listening to? You looking out the window.
Yeah.
You don't do that no more, man. Because if you look over at someone, they face is down in the phone even while they driving.
While they drunk.
And even if you walking on the street, you don't see.
When
Believe
you
me?
when you
When you on the street, people are so deep in their phones they can't even see what's happening in front of them.
yeah when
So
you
I think that
when
we
you
gotta.
look at the phone, that means people are gonna die and the cars were coming.
There you go. Thank you. You're right about that. I think we got to put down. Tell them. We got to put down this social media and turn these social media. Tell them about it. Turn the social media into us actually social interaction.
Put the phones down is what little man is saying.
Who,
Yeah.
who is idea to talk in a second?
So do what you gotta do, only then get off it.
Yeah,
Exactly.
I mean they serve a purpose, of
Yeah.
course, but not your whole life purpose. When we were talking about our neighborhoods and communities before, we didn't have these things, right? And TV was a treat. Eating out was a treat. All of those things that feed us heavily now were a treat. They were not the vast majority of what we did.
True.
But guess what? You talk to people in your neighborhood. I have a vested interest in looking out for your child. Do I not? If I know you and we converse, when we don't know each other, what is my interest? I mean, yeah, okay, I have an overall human interest, but that might be fleeting if I have this in my hand. If I
Exactly.
have a direct interest, hey, such
So
and such
guys,
is in a row.
remember,
I'm
make
quick to
sure.
say, hey, do your father know you out here? Go in the
Man,
house.
there you go.
Man.
There you go.
Man.
I know he don't know because I know him.
Going to jail with
Right?
Exactly.
Because I know
Going
your
to
mother.
jail with the police
It's easier for me to say you ain't supposed to. I know you're not supposed to be doing that. So we don't have that, and it's in my interest to make those connections with y'all. I want somebody to look out for my child. If some strange man rolled up on my daughter, I want some man in my community to be like, get over here and come with me right now.
Exactly.
I so want to do that in my apartment complex right now. I mean, I would be willing to bet I'll go home tonight because almost every night there's kids. I don't know if they're big wheels or what, but they're riding around on bicycles. They're riding around on some kind of little tricycle looking thing. And it's 10, 11 o'clock at night. When I leave here, it's almost midnight. Why? They're not that small, but they're at least between the ages of,
Man, some of them are that small.
I'm going to say between the ages of,
Like
I'm going to
12.
say 6 and 11.
She's 6.
6 and 11. Your daughter 6?
Mm-hmm.
No parents.
Nah.
It's dark. You're in an apartment complex. God knows how many pedophiles are in there.
Man.
God knows how many people are in this sex trafficking and this human trafficking shit. And you're gonna let your kids, excuse me, I'm sorry, your kids, and I'm talking like a sailor. You got your kids out here playing in the middle of the night. It's almost midnight. They got to go to school. If they're going to school, not only that, they're not safe. Cars are going by, people drunk, people high, not paying attention, could get run over, could get killed, could get kidnapped. Where are the parents? It's crazy.
We have to not be afraid to do the right thing. We're with our
true.
cell phones 24/7. And at times we can get caught up in, I don't want to get these people in trouble.
Remember,
I
there's
say
a,
this
there's a
all the
little
time, in
man
pop
who
culture, we
crossed the
live
street
in
and playing with the
protection
phone,
of
and
predators.
then with the cars.
Why do I care about you as an adult and how you feel? I'm gonna make this call so these kids will be all right. Why would I remotely worried about you? I don't give a damn about how you feel. These kids are out here unprotected. So I'm gonna make that call
in any second.
at any second. And then what am I supposed to do to myself after something go wrong? I'll be like,
Oh, you
that's
could
what those
prevent
kids. I could have just made that call. We have a phone with us 24/7.
You ain't gotta go
Attached
to
to
the
our head, the children, babies are born with a cell phone and a birth certificate. Ain't no way you can't tell me I'm gonna make the call. Oh, we ask ourselves way too many questions. When it comes to safety and protection, I ain't got no questions. These people are on a payroll. They call police officers. Give them something to do.
Man.
And if they come out and find out and inspect and find out there's nothing wrong, that's fine. But I can't sit around wondering and pondering over these questions about your adult feelings. We do that way too much. We way too concerned with those types of things. We got to stop asking so many questions. Just do it. Do the right thing. Right is right and wrong is wrong all the time. Just do the right thing. Make a phone call.
Do the right thing. They made a song about it. Spike Lee did it.
Yeah, the movie.
The movie?
Yeah, the
Do
movie.
the right thing, man. It's easy.
It's easy,
for
exactly.
most of us. It's hard for some of them. But the only reason I haven't stepped up yet is because I know how ignorant some parents are. And I'm just like, man, I don't want no drama tonight. So I stopped. I rolled my window down. Hey, you all right? Yes, sir. What you doing out here this late? My daddy is on the phone, and I'm, you know how kids just go to rambling. I'm like, okay, where do you live? And I say, they point to where they live, and I say, well, could you go over there and ride closer to your garage? Because where I live, he knows where I live, we have garage attachments. So could you go over there and ride? And I leave it at that. I've done my part because I don't want to get out and physically walk them over and some ignorant fool come out.
Oh yeah, you don't have. That's why I said make a phone call. You
Right.
can let the police
just make a phone
inspect
call.
all of that.
You know
The police officer can inspect all that and say your prayers. Don't you ever negate the pray about
Listen.
things you can't put your hands on. You can't be tangible with. You can't show up and do something about. Where you can't reach, whoever God you want to call can. Okay, so call. You put people in your prayer. That's what prayers are for. We eat and do all this stuff. We don't know where none of this stuff comes from. So we got to pray all the time.
Exactly.
Stay prayed up.
And
You pray
then-
for other people. I can't do nothing, but I can pray and make a phone call.
I'll tell you a quick story. This happened to me about 3 weeks ago. I'm
gonna be
riding
with
home.
them.
It's like 10 o'clock at night. And it's a dark road going by my house. Like no lights, no nothing. It's just a two-way highway, no shoulders, no nothing. I see a young lady walking. She's probably 30-some years old. I say, man, that's somebody walking. And all she had was the light on her phone to show that she was walking. I passed her up. I said, that's a female. So I turned around. I said, excuse me, do you need some help? Of course, she ignored me. She was on the phone with her mama. I say, please, sister, let me help you. I say, my name is such and such. I took my license out. I said, here go my license. Take a picture of my license, send it to your mom right now. Let her know I'm trying to take you home. I heard her mom in the background say, get in the truck with him. Get in the, and she just stayed down the street. But it was just the fact that
Right.
she's walking on a dark,
Right.
anything could have happened to
Anything.
her.
Right. And she's 30.
Like you say, trafficking or somebody not paying attention because they in their phone and just hit her.
Yeah.
So it was just upon me just to do something. just to do
That's
something.
what's up.
She's had friends come over, which I don't be letting all them kids in my house. But I've had to call the mom because these kids got cell phones look better than
Oh
mine.
yeah, for sure. They know how to work it. better.
Amen.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
And I've had to call the friends and be like, hey, your daughter's at this apartment.
Yeah. Yeah.
My apartment number is this, this, and
Yeah.
this.
Yep.
Keep my cell phone number in here because I know where she's at. And the mother or the father be like, some of them don't even come over.
Yeah.
I'm like, wait, you're not gonna come? I'm waiting for them to come over. Maybe we could chop it up.
We can-
They don't even come over, man. They don't even say, oh, thank you for calling me and letting me know. I didn't know where she was at. And I'm like,
Yeah.
well,
So
if
we
you didn't know where she
do
was
it
at, why?
anyway. So
Why you not out here
The-
looking
Why
for
that
her?
phone ain't ringing?
Yeah,
out there?
exactly. The phone
the
should
girl,
be ringing.
like
Something.
the
If I go to sleep and wake
That
up, my kids
fight?
not in the house. That's the first thing I'm doing. Where y'all at?
That's,
Huh.
Well, yeah,
But-
where you at?
You don't have
And
a
my-
whole
my
bunch
son
of
is
people who are
23.
not concerned.
My son 23, my daughter 16. Where you at?
Hmm.
You have a
Where you
whole lot of people that's not concerned about not just children, about people in general. Wherever when I get home, don't I always let you know I
Yeah,
arrive home?
exactly.
I'm whole type grown. But
Yeah.
you gotta let people know you okay. That is in general, but it doesn't happen. That's why I'm like, y'all wonder why all these things are happening. You got to look out for each other.
Hmm.
I get on every female in my family, including my mom. My mama's not that bad though. She's not that bad. What she'll do is she'll get in the car, it's unlocked, and she'll doodle. She don't drive like a lot of us on the phone. She don't do all that. But before she takes off, she go to Walmart or to the Woodlands Mall or whatever. She'll sit in the car with it unlocked and just doodle for a minute with the car unlocked. My gal, I don't want her going nowhere at night, especially
Hmm.
because she does not pay attention to her surroundings. I mean, on the phone. I mean, on the way to the car.
Yep.
Hmm.
On the
Yeah.
way to the car.
Hmm.
Get in the car. Don't even look at the door. One of these days, somebody gonna stick a 45 in your ear, and I'm not gonna be able to help you. Stop doing that. Pay attention. Get in the car. I love my phone too, but because of where I'm from, I know my head is on a swivel the whole time because I ain't safe either. So if I know I'm not safe, why are you?
You don't got a shot.
Huh?
Hmm.
They don't have a shot if you know you ain't safe.
I know I'm not safe. I know people watching me all the time. Oh, he got that bank. He got a bag. It watching me and don't know I ain't got the bag yet, but it looked like it. So if I'm not safe, you need to watch yourself.
But then you can't estimate somebody's motives.
Yeah.
Right? I don't know if you just want to rob me for money, for my body, for my car. Nobody knows, right? There's just people out here who just want to do dirty to people
Yeah.
with no motivation of items or anything at all. So you need to be aware,
Hurt
right?
people, hurt
Exercise caution, use wisdom all day, every day.
Right. Everybody, this is the Rely Radio Show. Rely stands for Rebooting and Uniting Lost Energy.
Yo,
As
get it,
in
man.
your.
people.
He was looking at the shit. I was gonna mess it up.
He
I
got
got
it
it,
right.
man.
He got
I
it right.
man. Rebooting and uniting
I know
lost
he's
energies.
sus. He's imposter.
Reboot. I'm an imposter. Rebooting and uniting lost energies. Explain to them in your exactly what rebooting and uniting lost energies means, and then hand the microphone back over to the
Yes.
guest of the show tonight, and we're gonna let everybody know exactly what his product is about.
Rely Radio was created, like it says in the title, Rebooting and Uniting Lost Energies. I believe everybody inside their soul knows something ain't going right here on this earth that we something's not right. Something needs to be fixed.
Yeah.
You know, now whether we actually do something to fix it, find the tools to fix it, that's up to each individual. But you know something ain't right on either side of the coin. The side, the front, the back, whatever, heads, tails, you know something's not right. What I want to do is unite those people who know something's not right, who want to do something, and let's do something. And we're going to, because it's already in you. It's already in most of us. And I'm not saying just because you read this book, I'm just saying, you know, it's like he said, he he wanted his son to come back home. All of us want our family members to come back, our loved ones to come back home.
Remember?
We know we got to do something. So if you want to do something, I want to assist in rebooting that energy that's already inside of you. And we can work together to do something. And that's why it's called rebooting and uniting lost energy. The energy can be found like that. The minute you decide to be like, okay, it's time to do something. Bet. Wherever you're at in your space and doing it, cool. I'll meet you there or you can meet me there. I'm not an egomaniac. I don't think I'm the smartest. You know, I have quite a bit of love for myself, so it can come across as cocky or egotistical. But believe me, I want to learn what you learn because I don't have what you have, and I don't have what you have. And because I don't, I want to learn from you. You see what I'm saying? So I want to unite those energies, and people will have the same energy as me. Bye, sweetie. Thank you for sitting with me. She'll never sit with me like, okay, you so love you.
Last week you was getting rejected.
Yeah, I know. She was just like, "Move, I'm trying to pose." I'm like, okay, you got to do all that. But yeah, I want to unite those people, man, and I want us not just to unite to talk, hold hands, and sing kumbaya, but to actually make some steps, some tangible action. Let's create some tangible action. That tangible action, some of that tangible action is sitting right here in the middle of Brooklyn and I. And he's going to let you know what he has that's tangible that you can put to action.
Man, I appreciate you once again for allowing me to come and speak. So yeah, the Pocket USA is just a product that I created for safer traffic stops, for police officers, for drivers, for your loved ones. You definitely have a teenager that's starting to drive. I definitely suggest you look at this product. The Pocket USA is on all social media, the Pocket USA. I've been featured on Fox twice with this product. I've been featured on the Breakfast Club with this product, and this was all during COVID, the pandemic, when there was nothing moving. So, man, I'm just trying to do my best to make sure I'm keeping my best foot forward to make sure we can stop seeing this police brutality, to make sure we can start making police officers feel comfortable. Because whether we want to admit it or not, they are in control. And in order for us to get our control back is what I feel is this product, the Pocket USA, for safer traffic stops. So before you leave your driveway, you will have everything you need a police officer is going to ask you for. In here, I keep my license, I keep my medical card, and I keep my insurance in this product. I keep it attached on the inside of my window. So when I do get pulled over, all I do is take it from the inside and put it on the outside. By the time a police officer approach my vehicle, they have everything they're going to need. I keep my window down, I keep open communication, and I keep my hands visible. So all they will have to do is take this product off my door, take it to their vehicle, run my license. If they are to give me a ticket or a warning, they can put it right back in this product and attach it right back on the door. So the way we enter traffic stops is the way we're going to start leaving traffic stops. So thank you guys for supporting me. Please just go and look at it. And it's free shipping, no taxes. I'm just trying to keep my best foot forward to make sure we can stop seeing the police brutality on the social media and on the news.
Man, tell them, if they didn't hear earlier in the show, just one of the things you sacrifice.
I sacrificed 3 mortgage payments.
Whew.
3 mortgage payments. This was in the midst of the pandemic when there's no trucks moving. I'm a truck driver. There's nothing moving, no money coming in, but I just knew the end game with this product, how much it can help so many people, man. So I took the sacrifice away from my kids, and my kids understood. Well, my oldest one did. My daughter, she really don't. But my oldest son, he understands. And we're going through it. And we're gonna make it work.
So where did you get the name from? There's like 2 questions we didn't ask you. Where did you get the name for the product from?
So the name, the Pocket USA, it was just a pocket, and I just had to see the bigger picture, man. United States of America need this product. So that's where the name came from, the Pocket USA, because we need it, man. There's so many of us who've been involved in police brutality situations that didn't even need to be in that situation. And with this product, I know a lot of us will still be here. A lot of our brothers and sisters will still be here because of this product. And unfortunately, they not, but that's what keeps me going. I believe they talking to me from up above to keep pushing this product.
And then do you have any other inventions?
Any other inventions? I do not.
No, you have the book.
Oh, the book. All Shades of Black History, yes, the book. and this was just came about. There was so many people telling me I need to write a book. I need to write about my story, but I never thought about it until I met these group of people, man. And they was like the fourth or fifth people that come to me telling me I need to tell my story. And that's when I just felt the love from the people that I was writing a book with, Our Shades of Black History. And that's what made me write the story, man. It's stories of how I've been pulled over by police officers, been accused for something that I didn't do. I think it's a great read. You can go, it's on Amazon, it's on Jumptime Publishing as well. Yeah, man, I thank you. I thank you, man. I'm grateful for being here.
Man, I'm glad you came, man. You didn't, like I said, you didn't have to
You as
accept
well.
the invitation.
Absolutely.
You know, you could have easily been like,
Well, I'm glad I met the sister Brooklyn, man. She's very knowledgeable.
Thank you. That's a great honor to me. You have no idea. That it's just honorable. Y'all, your sisters. Here's what I want to tell y'all. Don't buy a BMW. Y'all need to get you a BMA, a Black Man of Action. Y'all see two here. That's what we need to look for going forward. And those are tangible items on your list. So as you move into 2024, understand how that works. Because y'all talk a lot about being single and all this other kind of stuff. And
So
how there ain't no black men and all this other kind of stuff. I know I'm off subject, but I'm still in subject. This is an example. All right. So y'all don't worry about BMWs because a lot of them gentlemen that are doing all of that really ain't all of that. So I just want y'all, I want to point out that you see an example here, speaking of themselves, community, family, all of those things. So you can't walk away and say you don't have any examples.
That's true. Yeah, get a black. What does the other version of BMW stand for?
BMA? What you say, BMA?
Black Man of Action.
Oh, you said you don't want a BMW. What's the?
Yeah, you want to be.
Oh, BMA. Got you. Okay, I'm slow. Hey, I like Black Women of Action. So you know what I'm saying. I agree with that.
Yes, some of y'all like Boston women.
Hey, y'all don't forget about Brooklyn here as a soul coach. Oh yeah, Brother Tedrick was giving a shout out to Pocket USA. That was one you were talking about earlier?
No.
Oh.
That was Dr. Annette.
Oh,
Yeah, Tedrick Hump. So he's a part of the book as well. He got a chapter in the book, and him and his
So
wife.
it's gonna be a great time to
actionable.
be here
They
with the
just
code
opened
red with
the
the
school.
old
They
liquor.
opening the school for us. I hang around people that's doing stuff, man.
huh.
I hang around people doing stuff. So yeah, check him out, man. Him and his lovely wife.
I'm
Yeah.
definitely gonna. Yeah, you got to put me down.
I will.
You got to put me
I
down.
will.
Because I
definitely will.
homeschool mine because I'm not putting them in none of these schools, man.
Check out my man.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah,
Definitely will.
there's too many perverts and crazy people, and I'm talking about the students and the teachers.
Definitely will.
You
Well,
know.
that's the one I was telling you about the book, man, who didn't have it, but now that he got it, he want to get back.
See, I dig that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm around people that take action, man. Like when I called you and I seen it, man. Hey, man, I gotta meet this brother.
Yeah.
There's no need for me to doing this alone, man. I gotta meet this brother, man. We can help each other out. We just gotta get together and see how we can do it.
Yeah, we talked, and we're gonna finish that up too when we get off this. I
Yeah,
know
it's gonna.
you was telling me how you go around talk like you just said earlier,
Yeah,
You would get pulled
everybody's
over on
love
purpose.
it because there's
Exactly.
gonna be an
just
old
to test
heart.
the theory, and that within itself. I don't know if when you say that people really digest it correctly. To put yourself at risk to see how your product, the reaction your product gets. That's love for your product, that's love for yourself, and that's really love for your passion. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to figure out how to explain it, but that's real right there. That's just some, as they say in the street, that's some real nigga shit right there. You know what I'm saying? Sorry. But I like that, man. You put yourself at risk to see how it was going to work.
Exactly.
So you're not just putting it out here saying, hey, y'all try it out, let me know. You know what I'm saying? You actually putting the work in. So yeah, I definitely dig that, man. Once again, y'all go on the Pocket USA. I'm going to be pushing it on my page whenever I get on there. So if you forget, just look at the stories on the Instagram or on the Facebook. Malcolm, were you going to say something earlier?
Yes. Finish what you got there, and then I'm gonna bounce in.
Oh, go ahead and bounce in.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
bounce
just
in.
wanted to ask. you to in your caught me off guard. I was gonna let him finish it, so let me regain what I was about to say. For the people who are questioning, like, okay, you tested it yourself.
Yes, sir.
Now, how many times did you get stopped?
Off the top of my head, at least 10.
At least 10
Yes, sir.
times. And each time, the officer respected it.
100%. They asked 100 questions about it.
They did.
Asked 100 questions about it, and each and every last one of them, except Officer Stackhouse. He the only one because he said he pulled me over before.
Okay.
And he remembered it. That's why he looked at it. But each and every last one of them didn't even like pay no mind because they don't know nothing about it until I told them. I kept my hands visible and they asked me for my license and insurance. Then I told them it was right on the door. And then the whole conversation just switched. Like, what is this? Why is this? How did you become with this? And the whole, whatever I did, whether I ran a stop sign, whether I changed lanes without signaling, whatever. So let me tell y'all this. I do minor stuff. I ain't doing nothing major. I do minor traffic violations. And it be, like I say, switching lanes without turning my signal on because I know the police officer behind me. Or if I'm at a stop sign or I'm heading to a stop sign, I see the police officer behind me, I run through it. That's minor stuff. But just to get the awareness, man, and once I do get pulled over, they be so engaged with me, I give them about 10 or 15 cars to ask them to pass it out to the next person they pull over. And it's be working that way.
Okay. So each one of them respected Pocket USA. Now, what do you tell those? Because there are going to be some people that test it and test it too much. What do you tell those who are going to say, okay, I'm buying this Pocket USA. I'm going to try my best to do my part to stop police brutality. So I'm going to put this on the side of my window, and this officer is going to push it and push it and push it. And I'm no longer protected by the pocket. Now he's forcing me to get out of the car, or he's demanding that I get out of the car.
Okay.
How do you propose they conduct themselves at that point?
Then you get out.
Okay.
Very simple. Get out. Do not go back and forth with no police officer on the street. That's not where we need to handle it at.
Okay.
You want to get out. If they tell you to get out and stand behind your car, you get out and stand behind your car and let them do what they got to do. Your job is to get home.
There you go.
It's that simple.
That's what I wanted you to get out there.
Oh, yeah.
So, because some people are going to say, well, I'm protected by the Pocket USA. I ain't got to get out of the car. You know it. I already know that's coming. Somebody's going to do that. Don't do that.
Don't do that.
I just wanted you to.
Yeah, if they ask you to get out, you get out. It's that simple.
The objective of the Pocket USA is for you to get home. Do not argue with police. If they demand you get out of the car, you get out of the car.
Get out of the car.
Don't use this as a crutch and then put yourself in another pinch.
Exactly.
You know, this is to get you out of a pinch. I put the website on the page. It's thepocketusa.com. Go to that website for more information. His slogan is saving lives one pocket at a time. Saving lives one pocket at a time. Go to thepocketusa.com and find out more information. This is the owner right here, Mr. Brian Will Turner. Go and follow.
Please.
Go and follow the Pocket USA on Instagram and Facebook and YouTube at the Pocket USA. Are you on TikTok too?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
TikTok.
And I'm not a big social media guy. I'm not the one who say follow me, like me, subscribe me. I don't do all that. Like Zulu say, man, I get on there, post what I need to post, and I'm like.
Okay. That's all I wanted to add because I already know how some people think. You see it on YouTube all the time. Oh, I know my rights.
Yeah, exactly.
I put it on the side of the car and I don't have to get out of the car.
Exactly.
Now you can put yourself in a bind.
There you go.
You know, so I just wanted to put that out there because people will try to use you and get themselves in trouble and then blame you.
The purpose of it is to keep you from reaching
Right.
for something or being suspected of
There you go.
reaching for the wrong thing,
Exactly.
making the necessary paperwork that's always asked for available without having to reach for it.
There you
That's
go.
the only purpose.
That's
All
the
the
purpose.
other instructions given to you by a police officer, that doesn't absolve you from following those instructions.
There you go.
But
And it's a guy by the name of Genoa McDonald. He got pulled over and was asked to reach for his license and insurance. As soon as he turned his back, he got shot in the head. And once they pulled him out the car, all they found was a cell phone and a pair of pliers.
See,
Malcolm, we got a few minutes
Most
left
of
on
those
the.
pullovers are
sir.
the conversation is for they reach for.
Yeah.
How do I not reach for something you asked me
Actually,
for?
exactly.
So then this is the answer. I don't have to reach for it. It's right
There you go.
here,
That's the
already
answer.
ready.
That's the
It's I
goal.
prepare before I leave,
There you
and
go.
then I make it simple for you
I
to
want it.
obtain it
Yes, ma'am.
before you even step up to my vehicle. So that, just like he explained, my hands are visible and they don't need to move. That just removes that particular scenario.
There you go. There you go.
All right, y'all. We got. Oh, my bad. Go ahead.
You said something earlier in the interview to the nature of, I think you said something about probable cause. I'm trying to jog my memory. So if you have this outside, if you're utilizing the Pocket USA, they can, when you get to court, you can say, well, okay, so why did you take it further? Can you rehash that? Do you remember what I'm talking about?
No, sir. When you get to court, what do you mean?
You said something earlier about asking in court, why did you take it further if he had already presented his
I think Brooklyn.
somebody said that earlier. I'm sorry. I was just trying to get it rehashed.
Mhm.
So the new listeners and the people who are rewatching the show later on would hear it again.
Mhm.
But one of y'all said something about, okay, the information has already been given. It's on the outside of the car when the police officer approached the car. So you have no reason to go further and ask them to do any reach for this or reach for that. So you have no other explanation
Right.
for taking it further with brutality or what, dragging them out
Right.
of the
That's
car.
yeah, Brooklyn. That was just a solution that she
Okay.
was just saying. Yeah, it's a solution of why the product is necessary.
Right.
There's no reason for it to escalate it to anything else.
That's what I was trying to get to. Yes.
Yeah, with this product, with everything they're going to ask you for on the outside of your vehicle, there's no need for it.
Yeah, because that's standard operating practice for one, and that removes that excuse
Right.
of I didn't know what you was going for, and all I was going for was what you asked me for, which is it's a habit where most people keep that. And it's a habit that you have to reach into a wallet or a glove compartment, right? For most of us as drivers throughout our lifetime, that's what we know to do. But if we change that habit, then it's already there accessible for you. I know what you're going to ask. And in the day and times of dash cams, body cams, and all other kind of cams, that's also documented and recorded. Okay, these people have changed their standard operations of procedures. So we're following all of those procedures just in a different way. We're not being really reactionary. We're being precautionary about our moves. We're being proactive about our moves and giving you everything that you're asking for in a way that doesn't put me in danger or gives you some sort of idea that you're in danger.
Exactly. That's the goal. That is the goal.
Okay.
And you remove that excuse. So if it goes
I'll
any
tell Mama
further,
to go
then
down
you
there
would
and
be
put it
like, what was the need for that? Everything you needed was right there for you, made available to you. What was your need for that particular type of force? They weren't reaching for anything.
We're actually at the end of the show.
Mm-hmm.
So what I want to do real quick is you guys make your last comments on what you want to say about solutions and what solutions you have. And then I'm going to close it out, and then we're going to have a show next week. I normally would keep it going, but these kids don't warm me out today. Boy. But yeah, go ahead, Miss Brooklyn. Or wait, go ahead.
I guess.
Okay, so yeah, once again, man, thank you guys for allowing me to speak on your platform, Zulu. For me, Miss Brooklyn, very intelligent young lady. The Pocket USA was a solution, I feel, for safer traffic stops, stopping police brutality during traffic stop, making sure your loved ones will survive the encounter of traffic stops. So please just look at it, man. I'm not asking nobody to spend their last dime. I'm just asking you to look at it, and if you feel it would benefit you or your loved ones, then you can purchase it.
Tell them where to get it from and your social media pages.
So you can go to thepocketusa.com. It's only $24.99. We got free shipping. You're not paying no taxes on it. That's just how important I feel this product is to have in your vehicle. All my social media is the Pocket USA on everything. TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. What's that other one? LinkedIn. It's the Pocket USA on everything.
I dig it. Sister Brooklyn, what you got to?
I don't let this be an inspiration to you all, because we most certainly have to stop. We have to change our habits, and we have to change our conversations that change our narratives. We can't keep talking the same talk if we're not walking the same walk. So change all of that. As you change all of that, be sure to exit all the old stuff. You see the motivation here to be innovative, to be creative, to be a solution. Let that inspire you. Be that person. Be the change, as they say, that you wish to see. Be proactive, not reactive. So there's so much that comes out of this particular product that you can garner from. So I would suggest that you do that and support in any way possible. That's all I can tell you. There's always more ways to support someone, some movement, some action. You can do it with your time, your talents, all of that. There's a lot of gifts that you give. There's a lot of things that you buy. Just make this one of them. I think the season of Christmas is coming soon. There's all types of reasons. So just be like Nike and just do it. That's my piece on it.
Man, first off, I appreciate you coming. Like I said, you ain't had to come, man, and I appreciate you making this product. Using that anger and using that will to actually do something productive. I don't even want to say appreciate it, just respect. Just personal respect, man. I don't know how to express it, but that's dope, man. I really feel that, man. Like if don't no one give you what they say now, your flowers, I'm giving you a whole bouquet in this joint. You know what I'm saying, man? You should be proud of yourself.
I am.
Every day you look in the mirror, you need to be like, yo, Brian Will Turner. You the man. You know how Martin did in the Black Knight movie? He was looking at himself and all that. That's what you need to be doing, man. Give yourself a pat on your back. You know what I'm saying? Give yourself respect, because your words is more inspirational to you than anybody else's. So if you don't know you was doing something, dope is just a word I'm gonna use, but if you didn't know you was doing something inspirational and powerful and meaningful, I'm gonna tell you, and then the message behind it, you with the 3 mortgage payments, sacrificing something. That's like, I have the utmost respect for you for that, man.
That's tough.
You know, I can only imagine.
That's
you
right.
know, that's real. I say sacrifice all the time. That's a real example of sacrifice, man, for the betterment long term. You wasn't just thinking short term. So, man, props to you for that. Like you put yourself in the pages of the MLKs and the Malcolms. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
In my eyes.
You're a straight solution goat.
Yeah, like you in there, not up there. You in there with them.
That's right.
Because you didn't want your son. That's what makes you that person.
Yeah.
I don't want my son or nobody else's person. This is what I can do to do that. You didn't have to make a speech, go on, do all the extra stuff. You didn't get extravagant. You just did it. So if don't nobody else tell you that, that's what I'm thinking in my head. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how many other ways I could say it, but I'm gonna stay in touch with you and we're gonna do something. But what you did is revolution. That's like real revolutionary. That's what I'm looking for. That's revolutionary right there. That's evolutionary. You know what I'm saying? You making other brothers and sisters have to step their game up.
Absolutely.
Oh, I can't think of nothing to do. This brother got this, put a magnet on it, got some plastic, package it up for you, and sacrifice 3 mortgage payments so that it could stop a fight potentially happening so you don't have to speak. That's powerful.
That's extremely powerful.
That's powerful, man. That's like, so I'm putting you in there with other so-called, civil rights heroes, but just for the culture. And I can speak for my culture. I can do that because I've done stuff for my culture since I was in my late teens, 20s on up until now, which is where I'm at now. So I can say this. What you doing, that was powerful, man. So I got to tell you that, man. So keep that in your brain piece, man. That's dope. Don't let nobody tell you different. If they do, send them my way. You know what I'm saying? And also solutions. You saw a solution. It was tangible. It's something that you can utilize right now. It didn't happen in 1958 on August 6th at 10 o'clock a.m. or p.m. You know what I'm saying? The brother made this, 3 years ago?
Yes, sir.
3 years ago. So this is something tangible we can use right now to kind of eliminate any issues. So
Time for y'all to make him a millionaire. Y'all make a whole bunch of coons
yeah,
millionaires. So I
You-
suggest you step it up.
you'll go out here and buy Jordans for $224.95.
Yeah.
And they don't do nothing. You can't fly. You know what I'm saying? These shoes that we get are clothes, or like you said, Tahitian. They don't sell these like they used to. It look
They
different
sure
too.
don't.
But
They do.
I can go out here and get this. We can, man. Even if you don't use it, man, support a real black revolutionary. This is how you give to a black business, man. Support a real black revolutionary. Even if you don't get it today, you get it tomorrow. If you don't get it this minute, you get it the next minute.
Let me say one more thing before we go.
Do your thing, man.
A guy, me and a good friend of mine, Michael Patterson, we play high school ball. He got a nonprofit, man, and once a month we go downtown and feed the homeless, give clothes, and give food. So if you guys got any, it's going to be the winter time. If you got any blankets, sweaters, or anything like that, man, if you want to get rid of it, don't throw it away. Please reach out to me. I'll come meet you to grab it so we can give it to the people who need it. If you want to send it to my P.O. box, just reach out to me, man. We can also grab it that way. So we
Tell them your PO box.
P.O. box is 1364 Manville, Texas 77587.
You put that on there, Malcolm? I got the-
77587 Manville, Texas.
I got the
P.O.
zip
box
code right here.
1364.
Say it again.
If you got anything,
PO box 1364
1364 Manville, Texas
77.
1364.
Yes.
1364 77578. If you got any
Manville, and that's the zip code. MANVILLE.
sweaters,
No, Manville is
VELE.
Oh, VEL.
VELE. Yeah, so we be out there once a month, probably the last month of every Sunday. We give clothes, shoes, food, water,
77.
anything we can get, man, just to help the homeless make it through that day or sleep a little bit better that night. So please reach out with that. And that's what the profits goes with the Pocket USA. It goes to give back to our community, man. Those who just going through hard times right now. I'm very intentional of making a difference in somebody's life.
Intentional. I like that. I like what you said that. We got to be intentional in what we do. We can't do it for show. We can't do it because it's cool. We can't do it because you'll get likes. You can't do it because you'll get some women or you get men or you'll get like some kind of award from the state. Just do it. Be intentional in what you do, man. Do it out of purity, man. Do it because you want to. Do it because you see somebody hurting. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, man, you know what? I might not be able to give you a meal or a job or anything, but take these clothes. You know, I can point you in the right direction and use my name.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that could benefit you. You know, so be intentional, man. Be intentional in what you do and be pure with be pure what you do. You know what I'm saying? Last but not least, Mount put up the flyer for if you don't mind, for a table. I'm being intentional when I do this. Tangible action, building liberation. Whenever you do something, you got to build yourself up, man. Your body's made of different pieces, your lungs, your heart, all that. These are all different parts, pieces of your body that make you a human being. And you can liberate yourself. You don't need a book or anything else to do it, man. You can liberate yourself. And once you're liberated, then we can start building and we can get something tangible. So I'm quite sure he's going to be here. I know Brooklyn ain't got a choice. Brooklyn going to be there. You know what I'm saying? And I'm sure Malcolm going to come through also. You know what I'm saying? But tangible action, building liberation is going to be donation based. I'm going to set donation prices. So when you come, you're going to get a shirt. You're going to get some food, products, and services. I think I got somebody who do massage who's going to be on the show and another sister who do facials. But I'm going to make sure you get something when you leave. Because my wife is going to do hers about self-care. And one of the ladies there is going to be at mine. She's going to give like facial. A lot of brothers don't get, I used to get them all the time, but I kind of let myself go. But I used to get a little microdermabrasion, and she's real good at what she does. And she'll give you some tips. So you're going to leave with something. I'm not trying to take your money. And if I do become a millionaire, you best believe those who actually want to build for the community is eating just as much as I am. So tangible table without the E, it's table. We're going to talk Ebonics. It's table. And tangible action building liberation. Y'all watch the show next week, Tuesday, 8:30 to 10:30. We'll have another hot topic and action for you to do. And before you go to bed tonight, man, write down some solutions that you can use in your life. You know, figure out some solutions that'll help you with your problems. Write them down, read them, and start to do them. Because it ain't no point in writing something down if you're not going to do it. So write down what the solutions are for you. That way we can get to the solutions for the culture. So work on that with yourself, man. That's my little tip of the day. Work on self. I always say work on that man or woman in the mirror. Look at it every day like you do the Instagrams and any whatever else is out there for you to look at. Look at yourself every day. Wake up and be like, all right, what am I going to do? You know what I'm saying? So do that. Be a better person than you was the minute before, not even the day before. You know, change by the minute, man. So do that. Y'all look at us next Tuesday, 8:30 to 10:30. We'll be here. Y'all go buy The Pocket on The Pocket USA. Mike Patterson, when is the thing again?
It's gonna be the last Sunday of every month.
Look up Michael Patterson.
We'll be downtown, right by Minute Maid Park.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I know where that's at. So just type Minute Maid Park. Don't throw away your winter gear. Bring some food. Don't throw away your clothes. And I'm taking it. It's men, women, children of all ages, right?
Yeah.
So bring whatever you can. If you're not using it, and don't bring no holy stuff. You know, bring something in good condition, man. You know, something good. Don't just throw it away because you don't want it no more and it smells like ass. Like bring something good, clean it, show some respect, man, because somebody can utilize that. Absolutely. Like just because they don't have it don't mean they don't deserve your respect.
That's right.
And be intentional when you do it, like the brother said earlier, man. Be intentional and be genuine, be pure when you do this. Like, so the last Sunday, one more time.
Every Sunday at Minute. I forgot the street, but you'll see us around Minute Maid Park. I forgot the exact street corner we be on, but you'll see a lot of people out there.
Okay. Food and clothes, right?
Food and clothes.
Okay, no liquor?
No liquor. We pass out water. We pass out water. And sometimes we have good body hygiene stuff, soap, deodorant. It just depends on whatever we get donated to us.
Okay, cool. You know, I'm gonna give y'all some toothpaste and mouthwash that I make. They can have that. But whatever you can bring, man, that they can utilize, you know, and like I say, make it in good. Don't bring a half-used bottle of toothpaste. You know what I'm saying? Show some respect. But y'all do that. Minute Maid Park. Whenever I get the information from him, I'll put it on my page just as a reminder. And I'm sure Malcolm gonna do the same thing. And Sister Brooklyn gonna do the same thing, even though me and Brooklyn on Instagram the same amount of time right before the show. So yeah, y'all do that, man. Love yourself. See you next week. Malcolm's gonna play the freak nasty music. He got the ratchet music for the adults. Listen earlier in the day. If you want to hear some old school, we're gonna have a lot of underground. He gonna give you the business, man. Go ahead and tell him.
All the time. Before I get to that, we're running late on time. But I love dope shows. I love dope information. I love listening to that woman talk.
I'm a fan.
I love the show, and I hate. I can't see myself ever being a miniseries producer because I'm gonna go crazy. They build a climax. We'll see you next week. I can't do it. I can't do it when it's a good conversation going on. It's a good show. So y'all forgive me. The show is scheduled from 8:30 to 10:30, but I own the shit. So I can run it as long as I want to. So, but I want to say this, and then we're gonna end the show. You said something, and you gave me some knowledge. You didn't even know it. But you gave me some knowledge I'm gonna use from now on because I see ladies walking all the time, and I see them most of the time. They're not in distress. They're walking because of a hardship. They don't have a car.
Exactly.
They're in their Kroger uniform. They Home Depot uniform, whatever uniform they got on, and I'm like, man, this ain't right, man. Let me turn around. But they automatically assume something's wrong.
Society has them thinking that way.
Society has them thinking that way. I have never thought, not once, to do what you did. Hey, Text this to your mama, your daddy, your boyfriend, your husband.
Mhm.
I'm not here to harm you. Take a picture of my identification card. I'm trying to help you.
Mhm.
I'm gonna start using that one.
Man,
That's
it's
That's a
been
good one.
when I was in middle school and high school, man. My mom used to have to walk from the bus stop to the house.
Mm.
Man, stuff like that just sits with me, man. I always said when I was able to help, I'm going to help. I used to. It's a coach, Coach Humphrey. He passed now, but his kid's still alive. He used to come pick us up every day. Every day, this guy would have a truck and come to the neighborhood. If you guys heard of the Aristocrats, he'd come and blow the horn and fill that truck up with kids. And we go on to football practice when it's football season, baseball practice when it's baseball season, basketball and track. He do this every day. And this man had a family. That's why I started doing what I started doing. I pick up kids. I coach my son and my daughter since they've been little. And whoever don't have a ride, I'm going to get them. That's how I give back.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. I love when
And everything I'm saying is you can look it up. You can call and talk and ask. Like I've been doing this as long as I could.
Right.
And I'm talking years, 10, 20 years from now.
Yeah.
So we understand though the cautions that women have. I just want to encourage you all to make sure you all are aware, make sure you are using your discernment, because the danger exists on both sides.
Exactly.
Right. There's a reason why a lot of men stopped engaging in a lot of different ways.
Mhm.
The manipulation and experiences that they have had as well.
I get it.
So we all need to exercise caution and use wisdom at all times on both sides, because you could be just as much as in danger from helping something,
Exactly.
a situation that you thought needed
Exactly.
help, right? So I just want to make sure.
Yeah, I was in Atlanta.
that that's understood.
And a reporter wanted to come to my auntie house and do a story on me. And my auntie was actually leaving, but she told me no. She was like, I'm going to stay here with you while this lady is in this house with you, because it can go to so many, just like you
so
were saying.
many different
Exactly.
ways.
That's
Yes.
what my auntie told me.
Yes.
She like, the women in Atlanta are different, so I'm going to stay here with you
I
until
just
she
moved here
leaves.
from Atlanta, so
That's what she
it
told me.
could be
It can
different.
go different
Anywhere,
ways, just by
anytime.
you having
It's-
a good heart.
I mean, just think about when the gentlemen went off to war, right?
Mhm.
They were beguiled by not killing women and children
Exactly.
and being murdered by those women and children. So we all have to exercise caution and use wisdom, because that's the one thing I definitely ain't trying to see is none of my brothers get hurt for just simply being yourself and helping, because we need that, right? I don't want us to be afraid of one another in those directions, but we definitely on both sides we live in the times of what is that little Puss in Boots? You know how that little cat got that sweet little face and then he turned into something dangerous.
Yeah.
So we live in times that, it's a lot of smoke screen and mirrors. So I just want to encourage y'all to continue being the man that you are, but make sure you tap into your own discernment and exercise caution and use wisdom. Not every case is an actual case.
Right.
So y'all just
True.
be real about that. Okay.
That's true.
Especially if you telling somebody here's my ID and my address or things
Everything's
like that on. You know what I'm
It can go
saying?
bad in so many
So I
ways.
I just want to make sure I put that out there, not to be scared or
Right.
instill fear, but just caution and wisdom, and tap into your discernment. And if you all have wives or women who is like that, she ever tell you something, listen, sisters, anybody, if she tell you something, pay attention. You need to also make that connection too and say, call her and say, I'm taking this person home, things like that. Let somebody know your whereabouts as well. Okay.
Yes, indeed.
Real quick,
No
y'all
pride,
look out
no
for
ego.
look out for the elders too, y'all. I cleaned this
Mhm.
lady's house this past week and she ain't had nobody. And I know if I wasn't there cleaning the house, she had already told me people had taken stuff out of her house.
Mhm.
And this lady was 70 years old. Y'all just look out for the elders. Man.
We supposed to look out for everybody, right?
Yeah,
This is why our communities need to consist of all the age groups. We're designed to help each other on purpose, intentionally.
Exactly.
There's a purpose there. But when we all get separated and segmented away, you're not going to get that. You have these pockets of real loneliness. So we all have to look out for each other, and don't be tricked by that either. All the old people who don't have someone, they were once young.
Very
So
true.
there are a lot of they may not have been abandoned. There's a lot of bridges they could have burned along
No,
the
that's
way.
true.
So
That's true.
don't automatically assume, man, that's a shame. These people don't left this person. That person could have did a lot of damage when they was younger.
Very
and not
true.
cultivate those relationships. That's why it is important that we cultivate important relationships that last lifetimes, not moments. I don't know what these kids are gonna do with all these faux ass, unauthentic relationships
Yeah.
that ain't gonna carry you throughout your needs, right? When you need something, when you fall down, when you get older, these relationships ain't real. They're not binding. They're not gonna carry on to anything. If you ain't got nothing to offer, most of these relationships ain't gonna offer you nothing.
True.
So you only good until the good is gone.
That is true.
And we have to be careful about that. Real relationships are important, and we're designed to need each other.
True.
As a human being, all of us can do without one another. Like in human nature, we could all be recluse and insignificant and do without each other. But yet God created us so that we don't know everything. We can't do everything. There's pockets and periods of times we can't for a reason. We are all meant to need each other. So we got to give respect to that and honor those relationships, y'all, because you might be young and treating your kids and family like shit now. You gonna need them later.
No, I definitely agree with that, man. And that's why we should build a future for the generation behind us, because we're gonna need them.
Yeah, you got to talk to
Yeah.
them. You got to give them a reason, something to respect.
Exactly.
If we already friends, what do we have to look forward to?
Exactly.
If they growing too fast, what do we have to look for? We ain't got nothing to look forward to. I like that process between myself, my nieces and nephews, my grandparents. Those are dope spaces. And they're designed for a reason. You got to respect all of that junk. You respect that we all learn from each other. I learn from little itty bitty kids all the time. You're like, damn, I ain't even see that like that. Wow, that's amazing.
Definitely. Yeah, we all. Yeah, keep that in mind, y'all. Love each other. Come up with solutions.
Like for real, love is dope, y'all. Love is dope. And when you got love, real love in a relationship, making love is great. So y'all stop bullshitting and getting these faux relationships. They whack. They're just whack. Just leave them alone. Don't do it.
True.
Unsubscribe.
True. No, I did.
Very knowledgeable. Some regular. Wow.
Y'all do that. We're gonna see y'all next week. Go ahead, Mark. Take it out.
Appreciate everybody for tuning in tonight. This has been another edition of the Rely Radio Show. Follow the Rely Radio Show at Rely. Rely is spelled R-A-U-L-I on Instagram only at this time. Go and follow Rely Radio on Instagram. And then tune in every Tuesday night from 8:30 to 10:30 p.m. by clicking our YouTube channel or our Facebook page at Real Talk 100 Radio. Deep conversations, deep philosophical conversations. Tonight's conversation was all about this guy right here, the Pocket USA. He's sitting right in the middle right here. He was seen just a few minutes ago. He is saving lives one pocket at a time by utilizing what you see sitting on the table right there, that red board right there that Brooklyn is holding up. That is the Pocket USA. What do you do with the Pocket USA? You put the Pocket USA, you take that, it has a little sticky rubber piece on the outside of the card. You take it when you're getting pulled over by a police officer, you place it on the outside of your window, you let your window back up. As the police officer is coming up, he sees it. All of your information is inside of that card. They have no reason to pull you have no reason to reach into your glove compartment. You have no reason to reach into your back seat, into your jacket pocket that you took off because it's cold. You have no reason to reach for your gym clothes that you just came out of the gym to get your ID. No, you don't have to do that. And they don't have any reason to shoot you in the back of your head in anywhere, shoot you, period, because your identification and everything else is right there on the outside of the car. He came up with this idea because he didn't want his son to end up on the wrong side of a gun because he had to reach for his identification card. That is where this idea came from. If you would like more information about this product, all you have to do is go to this website right here. Go to thepocketusa.com. and find out more information today. Order, 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 order. As Brooklyn Sun, the co-host, and Mr. Inyar Zulu has already said, you go and you purchase a lot of BS. This is not BS. This man is saving lives one pocket at a time. His name is Mr. Brian Will Turner. Go and follow his page at The Pocket USA on IG, FB, on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok. I always want to call it timeshare. It's called the one that I never use it, so I forgot. LinkedIn. I always want to call it timeshare. LinkedIn. Go and follow The Pocket USA, and then purchase his product at thepocketusa.com and follow him on all social media platforms. Run his numbers up, like you youngsters like to say. That has brought us to an end of this show tonight. That's what the show was about. The show was about solutions to police brutality was the topic tonight. If you want more deep philosophical conversations, tune in to the Rely Radio Show every Tuesday night from 8:30 to 10:30. That brings us to a close tonight. Thank everybody. We thank everybody.
Talking about
for
Dr.
tuning
Annette's
in.
show too, the Wisdom Walk. Make sure they tune into that. It's on Fridays, 6:30 to 8:30?
Friday. Wisdom Walk is every Friday night with Dr. Annette Williams. The Wisdom Walk with Dr. Annette. She is a therapist. If you, last week was an awesome show. She talked about trauma to triumph, and it was a victor's story. The victor's story came from KTSU program manager Donna Franklin, and it was an awesome show. Go and check out our YouTube or our Facebook page and look at this replay. It was an awesome show from therapist Dr. Annette Williams. Y'all follow her too. It's all about empowering women. It's all about surviving domestic abuse. Dr. Annette experienced it. Donna Franklin experienced it. This upcoming Friday from 8:30 to 10:30 on our YouTube channel or our Facebook page. Excuse me. I'm sorry. From 6:15 to 8:15. I'm sorry. From 6:15 to 8:15 on Friday night. This week, she'll be talking to a young lady who's an actress who's battling an interracial marriage and trying to navigate being in an interracial marriage, being a single, being a mother, an actress. I'm sorry, I got tight tongue. A mother, an actress, and battling that landscape. You know, she's black, she's married to a white man, and she is navigating being in an actress. You know, so it's going to be a touchy situation from 6:15 to 8:15 Friday afternoon, Friday evening. Y'all tune into the Wisdom Walk with Dr. Annette. Shout out to this is I know you don't know this, so I'm gonna let you know this, and then we're gonna get out of here. This right here is Jason Myers. That's Jason Myers. His other Facebook page, that's his business page. Remember Jason Myers?
Thug Oster?
Thug Oster.
Oh, what's up? What's up, man?
That's Thug Oster. He said salute to the show.
Oh, man, appreciate that. He got Tell Your OG Fridays, right?
Yeah.
There we go. Yeah, y'all look out for Thug Oster.
Yeah,
Friday. Fuck your OG Fridays.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah, y'all look out. He always be dropping some knowledge on his page, man. That's my boy right there. And same thing with Homestead Slim. He doing his thing. Hey, y'all check them brothers out, man.
All right. Thank you, Thug Oster, for tuning in, my man.
Yeah, I sure appreciate it.
That brings us to a close tonight, y'all, on the Rely Radio Show. We're out of here for the night, but I want you to keep it locked to Real Talk 100 Radio, 365 days a year, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Why? Because we got something for everybody. We even gonna add country here soon. But right now we got a lot of Southern soul music playing throughout the day, a lot of 90s R&B and hip hop hits, and a lot of that ratchet music that a lot of y'all don't like. I'm trying to get some conscious rap up in here, but we got a lot of rap music that we play overnight. We try to censor our music during the daytime, and we turn it up like the youngsters say at night. So if you have music and you're an independent music artist, I don't care what genre of music you sing, country, rap, Zydeco, Southern soul, I don't care what kind of music it is, we're going to spin it right here because we're looking for the next Jay-Z, the next Beyonce. We're looking for the next George Strait. We're looking for the next Zydeco. We're looking for the next. I can't think of nobody in Zydeco
Come
right
on,
now.
Steph Rito,
Steph Rito.
J. Paul.
J. Paul. There we go.
What's my
There we
boy
go.
name from Louisiana? I won't blank on him. Lil Nate
Lil
and his
Nate.
daddy.
There you
yeah,
go.
Here we go.
I couldn't get nothing off my tongue right there. That's cold blooded. We're looking for the next artist to blow up. So we're looking for talent. Send your music in. Send your music in to Real Talk 100 Radio with 2 O's. That's Real Talk 100 Radio with 2 O's at gmail.com. Send your music in MP3 form. We're going to spin you for free. Promotion costs. That's all we got tonight from Real Talk 100 Radio and the Rely Radio Show in Brooklyn Sun. Say bye, Brooklyn.
Bye.
Appreciate you.
Inyar Zulu
Peace.
and Mr. Brian Will Turner of the Pocket USA.
I appreciate the love.
You got it, my man. Good night, everybody.